hope this doesn't look odd. Does this look odd? Trying to refresh this so I can see. There we go. Because I have the freaking... It doesn't even look that weird, right? Nah, it's fine. Alright, new dawn, new day of Sovereign Tower. I feel like we gotta be getting closer into this game, right? We gotta be there. Listen to the beautiful birds chirping. It's a good day. It's a good day to finish this game. But if the game's long, that's okay too, because I do like the game. So, it's fine. I guess I'm starting off in the... It did say morning, so we gotta go to the audience and see what's going on. Hello, Poopy Head. Let me send you a secret message. Yeah. Read that message and weep. Read that message and weep. Your Grace, at the last weekly market between the carrot and cheese stall, some utterly hideous little scoundrels were selling cursed amulets in the likeness of all humans of humanoid articles. Eyes, fingers, misshapen mouths, all cast in resin. Do not let me get started on the organs. Do you think the lighting on my face is different today? Does it look weird? Or does it look good? Because, like, the phone, there's a setting where you can turn the flash on, so it's just on. But I feel like it lightens my face. So, you know. I'll have them arrested. One of my knights will fetch these little wanderers' strength. This one's easier to just straight up arrest them, but with this one we get more stuff, so we're gonna do that one. For sure. By the gods, as long as you keep them away from my dear Gwyndu, you will promise me this. Gwyndu is not even in the court no more. He had to go because he was evil. To the north of the tower is a small hamlet that has not seen rain for several months. Even during the worst storms, the little hamlet remains as dry as stale bread. The nobles say the place is cursed. Ooh, forget farming, start tending business there. Start a tanning business here. Long live vitamin D. This is good for the people and the nobles, which, look, I'm not a noble fan, but we seriously need to get the nobles up. It's true, those noblemen are always complaining about the bad weather. Would be their little paradise. Elmore, hooray, hooray. We said after my speech, dear guards. ... I'll try to be concise. Your knights returned victorious. Well done, you were very skillful. And so you have qualified for the final. A duel against the other contender for the throne of Almore. Now all that's left is to send your very strongest knight, rich in steel and wit if possible. Is that all? Yes, if they win, your knight will be crowned a count and leave your round table at the end of this duel. Will be crowned a count and leave your round table. What about administrative formalities? You'll have the afternoon to say goodbye or prepare a farewell snack, whatever your heart desires. Understood. We need someone with strength and agility. They're gonna leave me, but that's okay. Sublimistical. Fantasquish for your knight to prevail, perhaps, and take the lead of the country. Potentially. I didn't even get to read the other one. I can hardly wait for your knight to come save me from my responsibility. For your knight to prevail. Anyways, he leaves hastily. I don't really trust that guy, and I don't want to lose my knights. New knight just dropped. The frantic look on the face of a man who has just burst in is reminiscent of a rabbit being hunted down from every corner. What do you want? Your Grace, I am Childeric, from the county of Almore, the second claimant to the throne of Almore, the throne you are wanting to claim. We fully intend to win. The thought of one of your knights sitting on Almore's throne seemed particularly painful for him. But please, listen to what I have to say first. I love Almore County, Your Grace. I'm devoted to it, but its rules and systems are profoundly stupid. Stupid rules, and this great tournament is just the epicenter of them. Liking the strongest to rule, that's utter madness. Caught up in a strange mixture of anger and fear, he is now just gesticulating wildly. I'm afraid, Your Grace, a man of the Empire, that lineage of bloodthirsty madmen, had the audacity to present himself during the first trials. Do you understand? Let me see what you said to me earlier. What will become of us if such a man ever seizes the reins of power? Or someone who would be convinced by the words of the Brimwood Guild? Those people are everywhere. They force their false revolutionary ideas on people. They threaten our system. The rest is just paranoid gibberish. Calm down. He continues further down. I beseech you, let me claim victory, and I assure you that the county of Almore will be your ally, now more than ever. Send forth your weakest, most foolish, most catastrophic knight of all your subjects to face me in the final trial, and let me win, please. Thanks for listening. I mean, okay. I didn't want to lose a night anyways, and now we can just do that. That's easy. That's easy money right there. Let's go ahead and just go to the round table. Angelica's the only one that can go. Everyone else is out adventuring. The thing is, I feel like Angelica will probably win this, but they're going to be gone. And I kind of want the other person to do it. We have a couple times, like we can go send you elsewhere for the time being, but all we have are these are 2-person missions. I don't want to send Angelica on a 2-person mission by herself. Let's repair the armor real quick. So what should I even do? I don't want to lose you. I bet this relic's probably crazy. If there's anybody I would be okay with losing, I don't really want to lose anybody. I don't really know Gideon. But if there's people I don't want to lose, probably Angelica's the top one that I'm like, I want you here. Let's just go around. I think we can just go to the kitchen and feed somebody. I don't think there's anything else I can do, which I guess we're just going to feed you this. I'm glad you enjoyed the meal. Because, like, what else am I supposed to do? I want you to lose. I want them to lose. So we need weaker. We need weaker. Let's just finish the day. That's fine. People are returning? People are still not returning? Bro. Oh wait, no, here we go. They gotta be now. I know why I sent them on long quests, because I want the one lady. Oh my gosh, she did terrible. Bro, they're doing awful. Y'all were selling. I'm gonna say you did good. Barely, like literally barely. Your knight has reached a perfectly acceptable position, acceptable enough to qualify for the next round. That was close. A Marnik, huge for some flying creatures, terrorists, close up. Send 2 skilled hunters. Please do good. Thank you. Good job, Gideon. Gideon's the only person I'm not as crazy about. I guess maybe... what is this one's name again? Not Rufus. Rufus is chill. I don't want to send Rufus anywhere. Milketh? I'm the biggest fan. That's probably true. You probably are. I feel like all of my knights kind of solo. It's just like, who do I want to get rid of? You know what I'm saying? Guess we're gonna have to come back to that one. Thus, in a trembling of gears, the summer flesh of sovereignty was reborn, its darkness still whole. Again we meet. The dust has not stirred. The lines it has drawn cannot be crossed. We just swept the floor yesterday. Your Grace, you should not. This has to end. Once again, empty the throne as one hammers in a nail. As did others, you have made a pact with the shadows dwelling here. As did others, you shall fade and disappear. What do you want? In 5 circles I shall return to reclaim and extinguish. Place my fingers upon the shadow until it vanquish. The seed is not yours, nor the fragments that entomb it, nor the souls. Be ready. I shall unite the both noblest and most destitute to defeat you. I shall enlist the help of my occult merchants to fight you. I shall unite both the noblest and most destitute. Well, we definitely don't want to do noble. Merchants, 20. We're gonna do this one. Yeah, because we need... Oh, I shouldn't have done that one. Yeah. I should have done just scholars. Can I go back? And... start maybe taken very, very seriously, Your Grace. This entity, the one named Kingslayer, might seem like nothing more than a fable were it not for the very hand that brought down the last sovereign. Prepare yourself thoroughly. It's in our best interest to join forces against this threat. I've heard that the most powerful sorceress in the realm is currently on holiday to the east of our shores. I doubt she'll be pleased to be disturbed, but her aid could be proven valuable. We must stack the odds in our favor by any means. Achievement, meet the Kingslayer. So I shouldn't have done it like this. I just thought, oh, we have so much of them. But then I also need nobles, and we have no nobles. Some of our workers came back as pale as a sheet. They were working at the foundry, and one of the cauldrons broke and spilled over. Fortunately, nobody was too close, but we'll try to be more careful. That's all I can say. If someone dies, I hope you at least come and cry over their graves. I'm sorry. Your Grace, it is you I speak with, yes, and not that creature. The young man seems terrified. Sir Arnold, calm yourself. What news do you bring? I don't know what's real anymore. A terrible creature has been haunting our village for several days now, and it steals the guise of others. At first it took the form of a dog, then a wolf, enough to reopen the recent deep-seated wounds left by the Groveshire Beast's passage. But the creature did not stop there. Yesterday I found another me sleeping in my own bed. Where's your dear friend Damien? What proof do I have that you were the real one? Damien, you joke around about that boorish little man being my friend at a time like this. Oh, it was a test to make sure I was the real Arnold. Forgive me. Now that that's settled, the creature tearing our village apart with fear and mistrust. And it seems to have no intention of stopping. There's a mounting number of people accusing people of crimes the other claims to have not committed. The other day, the creature set fire to our stockpiles whilst disguised as one of the guards. In our pursuit of him, we found the real guard, disemboweled in a barrel. His skin seemed to have peeled off his body. Who knows what damage it will continue to cause. I'll send aid immediately. Thank you. I hope it's not too late. Congratulations, my dear. Your performance in the first round of the Derby was, well, an exquisite surprise. You've undoubtedly heard about the defeat, how frustrating, of your South Bay's neighbors. Indeed, their mount was so curious about the local fauna that it could not resist tasting every plant in its path, leaving its rider painfully behind. An annoying yet fascinating moment. Understandably, your plants look delicious. What a shame. So something got a limit. No, the plants look delicious. She seems to frown, confused before continuing. Yes, needless to say, the choice of who to eliminate became quite obvious. This does not diminish your achievements, of course. Your knights are remarkable. They're clearly not the type to mix romance and work. For example, you can tell right away. We were expecting more difficult. What's the next step? Second stage takes place in a place called the Treacherous Mountains. These mountains are a veritable labyrinth, riddled with misleading detours, false shortcuts, hidden precipice behind certain rocks. It is worth noting that some once exploited the terrain's natural confusion to lay their own traps, a practice we firmly condemn. So we have low wit, high mid agility, or high wit, low agility. We take less. Well, we have to send 2, but we get more money as well. What's the play here? Send a knight who can cheat. So if we do this one, we'll cheat. Let's just not cheat. Very well, look forward to your delicious nights again, my dear friend. Delicious? Yes, see you soon. These 3 loaves were found essentially. Unfortunately, it's just like crashed into one of the windows in the Great Hall. They have a peculiar smell as a result. Anyway, I'll be gone now. Angelica, what's up? Hello, somebody there? Looking for someone? Ah! Oh, your Grace, it's you. I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were... did you hear a scream? Yes. You did? No, you're quite the scaredy cat. I'm sorry, I don't live up to your expectations, your Grace. Yes, I'm afraid of this sort of thing. Oh. Afraid of ghosts. And the scaredy cat is leaving, your Grace. I wasn't meaning to be rude. Thought I was just a little silly. Ah, your Grace, I crossed paths with... Well, I came face to face with that thing. And I was simply going to get some hay. Very good hay, by the way. It chilled me to the bone. It moved in such a bizarre way, like a puppet on strings, all disjointed, guided by some strange will toward the audience chamber. You're going to handle it right. It's common for these kind of creatures to show up like this. Haha. Yes, I'll defeat the creature. Ah, your Grace, I don't know how you managed to bounce back from all these death threats with so much panache. Pensively fiddles with a bundle of straw on his pitchfork. I can never do anything like that. I'm quite happy having my quiet little life at these stables. That was hard for me to read for some reason. Well, assuming none of those hostile beings wander specifically over here, of course. But no one would come after a harmless stablehand who only asked to brush horses, right? Of course, don't worry about it. He sighs, visibly relieved. Don't worry, I got you. To the map room. Thus, the legend of the Kingslayer is therefore real. Tell me about the ruler whose downfall they caused. What do you think their intentions are? Hard to say. It is said that entity was responsible for the death of the former sovereign Ermin the Wise, but its motivations remain blurred. They are well respected for their intelligence and their keen sense of diplomacy, but there are few detractors saw in them only a mind too cunning, even devious. Was that the case for the Kingslayer? History has not revealed much on such an occult entity, preferring to stick to a Manichaean reading of its actions. A conclusion that does not satisfy me. I like to think that perhaps this being only perceives the exercise of power through its darkest aspects. One thing is certain, Ermin deserved a far more dignified end. I felt a strange vibration today, my sovereign, like an old echo, a trace of ancient magic, an imprint that stirred in me an odd sensation, just like the feeling I once had of my late father. Father, yes, but I'm not truly certain. Time has blurred its edges and my memories of him are fading. I need to turn on the AC. I'm super duper hot. But where's the remote? 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 Where are you? It was hiding. It was hiding. Oh my gosh. It's hiding from me. Forgive my uncertainty, my sovereign, but know that my father is the mage who erected this tower. False. Did he continue to remain in this tower? So was he. Did he continue to remain in this tower? I don't remember. My father, I remember he was an uncle to his sovereign, perhaps even the very first to rule these lands. The monument was meant to be the shield of his kingdom, the foundation of its power. Yet I'm left with a bitter taste in my mouth, this feeling that my father's ideals have been twisted, that he eventually lost control of what he himself created. It's a bitterness hangs heavy in the air today. What happened? I'm sorry, I can't enlighten you any further. Okay, no one arrives back. Please, I want somebody who's gonna lose. You're probably gonna lose. That's okay. Go lose. You sure? I hope this doesn't like kill you. If it kills you, I'd rather you take control. Okay, and then we need somebody to do good. Who has a lot of agility? 7 agility, 7 wit. I mean, is this or this? 10 agility, but not enough for wit. I feel like this is like your thing. This can give you +2 agility too, so you just take that and have a good time, I guess. This is agility and wit. I don't know if you keep those forever, if they go away. And then I'll even give you this horse. You better win this, because I'm literally giving you everything you could ever need. Magical creature that takes the form of anything. Slay it before it takes on your appearance. Okay, well, I definitely need to do the Skinwalker. We need wit and magic, so Ursula's just going to be good for this. Anything but bored to death. The thing is, they're going to have to go with somebody. And that, like, I know they hate that, but... This is... We don't have really anybody else super magic. No, you are, but your wit and luck is terrible. Let's see if we can have, if we have anything magic related. -1 strength. +2 magic. Oh, they had this sword. Well, this is charisma and magic. So that doesn't even change anything. Your magic is just bad. Do I have any wit items? This is 2 wit, so that's probably the wit item. And then you just have no magic. Can I just send you? Your magic's bad, but your wit and luck is pretty good. I also gotta make sure I repair everybody so they don't die. I might be spending too much money repairing them. I don't care. It's fine. But I need 1,500 coins. I don't know how to get coins. Other than like these quests. Other than these quests, I don't know. We need to do this. You are perfect for the job. Then maybe you... It's just... I don't know. I guess Angelica has gotta be it, but... Then we need something good for these two. But I need nobles. But I don't know if I have any quest that gives me nobles. This one does. We just need wit, strength, and agility. Wit, strength, agility. You're good at all this. You have strength and agility. Y'all can maybe cook that up. Gideon, you can have something. You don't need charisma. Is it even worth to give you this? Give you more strength minus some agility for the time being, I guess. I think all this is good. We can do a meal in the kitchen. I just think we're gonna have to go back in time regardless, no matter what we do. Because I'm not gonna have enough for the thingy. I gave you a meal last time. I don't want to feed you again. You've been fed. Aaron, I've fed you a good amount. Gideon, I don't know if I've ever fed you. You look like you would like whatever that is, yeah. And then let's just do this. I'm not gonna have enough nobles. Is it anybody coming back today? Okay, they did. Oh, and Rufus. Rufus, really hope you did good. Oh my gosh, Rufus, you literally cooked. Thank goodness. Although they nearly fell into the chasm several times, your knight managed to qualify for the final trial. Good job, Rufus. Give me that money too. Thank you. I'm really hoping you guys did good as well, because I need that. Okay, Gideon was beasting. There's no way we fail this, even if it goes down a whole bunch. Yeah, okay, nice. They didn't even take damage. And we got a noble. You're just all around. And I've been trying to get your charisma up. Because why not? We still need quite a bit. I wonder if you go back in time, do you still have all your things or not? Who are you? You are the ruler of this place. It's you, right? In order for us to get to know each other better, I would like to clarify that my father named me Lygia, so you don't call me anything else. If my information is correct, your own father named you Sovereign, didn't he? Yes, Sovereign. That's definitely my name. It looks great on you. Her hands moving nervously against one another. To tell you the truth, I'm getting cold now. I come in his name, my father, because arriving in my own name would be strange. He's the master of his own lands, his lands, not yours. The ones we call South Bay, to the south, not north, not east, not west. In case if you wanted to put a point on a map, you know, to see where it is. All right. Anything else? Oh yeah, South Bay is a coastal county, so its economy relies mainly on port traffic. We do a lot of import-export, entire shipments of fish, fabric, spices, things. Then there's the big market in Shellington. They say you can find. It seems to me that Grace would wanted details about the reason for your visit, not a touristic guide. Oh, please excuse me. My father, he's extremely ill. Ill in the sense that he cannot do what he would normally be able to do. I need your help. That's why I'm here. What is he ill with? I don't really know, but my father isn't doing well. It's, let's say, hereditary, in the sense that some of my ancestors went through the same thing. They died from it, of course. How may we help you? Well, I'm looking for the wish-granting lamp. Oh, yes, of course, the wish-granting lamp. You know it? The wishing lamp of grace is a recurring artifact in local Murdum folklore. It's an extremely powerful object that can grant any wish. However, the scholarly community hasn't yet reached a consensus on whether it actually exists. Yes, any wish, well, I think. Maybe not the ones that are poorly worded. Like everyone else, I thought it was just a fairy tale, a story to jack up fish prices at the market. But something's been stirring lately. Not literally, well, a little. A rumor that a scout from the Empire had set out to search for this lamp along our coastline. Really? And now people speak of it in the market, in taverns, and in scholarly circles. It is said that if it exists, it's sure to reappear. A lamp that can grant any wish? Surely it could cure my father, right? She's utterly desperate. Just a little, I will help you. Okay, thank you. Proposing a question? A quest? Does that mean I owe you something in return? I hadn't really thought about it that way. I just thought give words and receive actions. No worries. I'll take care of the paperwork. Your Grace, the port taverns or the Shellington market would be good places to start gathering information. Alternatively, we could send someone to the Tower Library. It holds an impressively rich collection of local folklore. including some unique words. You're free to choose the course of action, but one thing is certain. Such an artifact must not be found by anyone but us. Okay, so anything gets my nobles up. Alright, so this is wit, luck, mild charisma. I mean, why would I not do this one when I can get more money? And it's like kind of the same thing. The game can end? I'm pretty sure. I hope you succeed. I believe in you. I'm sure you'll make it. I'll wait for your return then. I don't know how to conclude. The exit is on the right. Thanks. I think there's an ending to this game. A strange odor has suddenly started from one of our fermenting cellars. Before you ask, yes, everything inside is squeaky clean. No corpses. No rats. Did you figure out who done it? It was Gwen. It was just straight up Gwen, you know, shiny guy who you never liked. No strange creatures other than little microorganisms doing their jobs. Any idea where the smell might be coming from? We gotta get the noble up. Well, this is noble and book. No, it wasn't. That was the trade. Gwendon killed her. Apparently, Gwendon killed her. And I believed Gwendon when they were like, this was something else. And then it was just straight Gwendon with undeniable proof. Pretty much like, I sent Aaron to investigate the one time. You were here for that. Gwendon was caught lacking. Then I made Gwendon, you know, to be the spy. Not spy, but investigator. And he was just sus then too, so I just had to get rid of him. I didn't kill him or anything, I just sent him away. Well, you won't let it go, my dear. Congratulations on your performance in the last trial. I have expected it to be fatal to you. So it wasn't the painfully obvious haunted armor? That's what I'm saying. I really thought it was the haunted armor. I'm forgetting the name of the haunted armor. But no, it wasn't, apparently. Your result was rather disappointing, but who could have guessed the others would find a secret cellar through the landslide debris leading straight to the finish? At least you weren't eliminated. Coming in last, you'll join the County of Moonvale and us for the final race. What is the final stage involves? Final stage involves, let's say, a bit more contact with the other participants. The path narrows, and the closer you get to the peak, the tighter the only route to the top of the Volga camp becomes, forcing competitors into a few inevitable collisions. A fast and impressive mount will suffice for this one, but you are free to choose your starting point in the Lake Valley. Alright, let's see. We got low strength, high agility, low charisma. See, why would I not do this? It's like no luck. No luck at all. Oops. I'm silly. What do you got? You got 1 luck. We can do this one. Like, why not? It just seems like the easiest. Splendid. We eagerly await your valiant knight. How reassuring it is to watch your champions, especially in these times when some servants dare to carry on a secret affair right under the superior's nose, for example. But I digress. I'll see you soon, my dear. I'm not your dear. Okay, to the round table. Now you are the one we're sending to this. Charisma low. Your charisma is super low. What the heck? I mean, it wasn't lying when it was like charisma low. Maybe I shouldn't have put you in this one. We can give you this, but that minuses your agility by 2. That ups your charisma. And then you can have this horse, obviously. If I have anything that could get rid of pretty much any stat for charisma. But I want to keep the big agility. It says I just need low. 1 is a low. And then luck is none. Rufus looks chill. Yeah, I like Rufus. We could give Rufus this to make his agility 9, which is that's higher than mid. I don't know what max is, but it just appears bigger than mid. And give something that is charisma based, like this sword props. Oh, but she's out on a mission with that sword. Oh, well, here's just a +2 charisma. I think this is the wave. You are gonna do this one. They've done every derby so far. High charisma or mid charisma, low wit. 6 charisma is pretty mid, right? It looks a little bit lower than mid. I don't know if I'm gonna have anything else charisma wise, unless maybe I could buy a charismatic horse. Is there such a thing? Gideon is suspicious. Gideon's chill. Gideon's chill. You think everyone's suspicious? I mean, 6 is probably good enough. I think you'll be fine here, Gideon. If you sell, that won't make me happy. Every quest I have is a 2-person quest, and all we have left is this guy. He shares names with an annoying Isaac boss and that guy from Gravity Falls. True, Gideon in Gravity Falls is devious, but it's fine. I guess I don't want Gideon to stay here, but I can't really send him off on his own. So we'll send the other 2. It is what it is, I guess. Or maybe I should do something different. I'm gonna feed you. You look like you like this. Yeah. Of course. Gideon was devious. Okay. Maybe we could do different quests instead of doing both of these. Like, we have a deadline on this. I do want to get it done, though. But, like, Gideon doesn't have... We can unassign Gideon from this one and do a 2. Strength and charisma. Like, we could send them here if there's any nobles that isn't the dragon fight, because I'm not gonna be able to do that. But it looks like there's just not. There's just not. Huh. What the heck do I do? Strength. They could probably do this one. But there's another one. They could also probably do this one. But I want money also, which this gives me 80. Because there's no way I'm going to get 1,500. This one gives me the most. Do I think they can do this? The wit of this guy is super bad. And this is with a +2 wit item. Oh, nah. I don't know if they're doing that one, but they can do this one. Y'all got that? Oh, Dullahan is not happy. Dullahan's kind of been complaining as of late. I don't know what's up with Dullahan. Kind of feisty these days. All right, everyone's coming back. Ursula, how did you do? I think this was a 2-person mission, so we're not gonna worry. Oh man, I think we failed. Oh. Gosh darn, guys. The creature from Belthorn has caused significant damage in the village before collapsing from exhaustion. There was nothing you could do. Guys, Angelica's alive? Location destroyed. Belthorn. Angelica is alive. We went back in time and saved her. Don't even worry about it. There's like the demon in the game. You can go back and save people. So I had to go save Angelica. You're not honorably claimed 2nd place after a rather speedy race. 2nd place? That's pretty much a failure. Demon. Come on, Gideon, carry. See, Gideon kind of be carrying. Seductive? Yo. Suspicious. And we got food. Strength food. Alright, you... I'm gonna honestly put it on agility because I've been needing you to be more agile. You're very like good at all this stuff. Maybe become a little bit more witty. This is cooked. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do too good here. Open map. How do I repair? 150. That's so expensive. The witch, currently on holiday, has talents that could be valuable to us. Let's invite her, and I'm gonna spend 100 to repair Bellthorn. I'm not trying to have a different place in Crumbles, and it's kind of my fault. Greetings, Your Grace. The young man's voice is deep and melodious. Something bothering you? To speak the truth, my sleep has been restless lately. Tortured dreams haunt me, and I awaken with the feeling of having been pursued, like a shroud battered by the wind. A tunnel of shadows and echoes, determined to ruin my rest. What is the thing that's chasing you? Don't understand a single thing, but good luck. What is the thing chasing you? Well, I find myself wondering whether there is a single thing on this earth that doesn't come after me in the night. He shrugs, looking almost amused. Even in my sleep, my consciousness chooses to debate my life choices, and every single one of my relationships without ease. Relationships. One of them is particularly stubborn. I suspect my own subconscious is regrettably utterly obsessed with the vestiges of that last liaison. Bro, Gideon, use normal words, bro. Perhaps getting in touch with the person again could help you get some sleep? Alas, I doubt it, unless you're implying that a good blow to the head, administered by the person who haunts me, is indeed a way to obtain eternal rest. I put this down as a mistake from my youth that resulted in unfortunate ill feelings, and those feelings unfortunately concern someone who is quite fierce. Thus, my regrets will remain firmly in my mind, protected from any fatal blow. I doubt the sleep will come to those who choose to bury their remorse. That doesn't sound easy. We're not risen Gideon. It is not this dramatic complexity that makes me so charming, Your Grace. Is it not? No. What a curious experiment it must have been to be trapped in that beast's skin, sir. I often imagine myself in your place, the freedom, the wind in one's fur, frolicking joyfully in the morning dew. Ah, yes, rolling in the mud, napping in the sun. The camaraderie with my forest companions. I almost miss it sometimes. I was like, I don't know what that word is, then I read it, the whole sentence. I was like, oh, it's just camaraderie. Well, if I forget the mornings when I woke up with my muzzle covered in the still warm blood of my prey, the guts of those innocent creatures ripped open before my very eyes, that savage instinct possessing me, crushing bones and tearing through still warm flesh with mechanical cruelty. I don't feel very well, sir. Angelica was like, I'm not feeling this. So the one witch is not here. We drew tarot cards, and that was the only thing to come up with the tower. And it was the only one to come up with the tower. So I'm the one representing the Academy today. Some members of the Academy have created something brilliant. A cream that soothes burns and makes most dark circles disappear. People shell out some serious cash for this stuff, but it's literally just lemon and aloe vera. So how should we actually market it? We need noble people. Make it a luxury product and target the nobility. Ugh, I'll send the message. Grelin, Your Grace, it seems that your decision to disregard the resentment of the noble caste of Rosen has triggered a small uprising. A particularly fiery local politician with clearly too much free time has taken it upon himself to openly discredit you. For the past few days, gatherings have been taking place in Rosen's Grand Place. Fortunately for us, the debate is divided thanks to your support in Rosen's scholarly communities. I'll send a knight to negotiate. Alright, so we got +1 noble, and people. We don't need more people. We got a ton, but we need nobles. So we'll do this one. Wit, low charisma. Yeah, that one will be easy. Worker. Some of the guys I thought that would be nice to have a place in town where we can eat quickly. Haven't I done this? Let's open an alternative tavern serving quick but healthy meals. Congratulations, dear. You've won. ... Well, at least you didn't come in last, which by our standards is still quite respectable. Thus, Cutnar County wins its own Grand Derby once again. For the 6th consecutive year. What a stunning surprise. Congratulations, you have totally put us in our place. True, thank you for acknowledging it. In recognition of your exceptional participant, we'd like to offer you a small additional reward. What is it? Is this related to your feet? What are we talking about? What do we even mean by that? Is it related to your feet? Alas, no. This legendary bow is said to have been forged by the gods themselves to deal with overly curious dragons. Make good use of it and entrust it to a loyal knight. The kind who wouldn't pull a sneaky trick on you. And well, you have earned our respect enough to now be considered our allies. Boom, we have the 3 allied counties. We need more nobles and we need a lot more money. Goodbye, my dearest. I don't know why she keeps calling me that. Freak. I know, bro. She's freaky, dude. I don't know what her deal is. Well done, Your Grace. You managed to... Well, you won the Grand Derby. Not that I doubted you for a single second. On that note, now that we have new allies, I plan to dig up a horse for you. A real top-tier steed from the Lake Valley. It'll give me a chance to go back there, too. I have a bite on my leg and it's mad itchy by now. I'm glad that you took our participation in the Grand Derby to heart, Your Grace. The fact that we formed an alliance with the lands where I grew up, it means a lot to me. Everything you care about is important to me. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. We ain't trying to get freaky with everybody in the gosh darn tower, bro. But you really could if you wanted to, I guess. Aaron still ain't back. Aaron's about to get bodied. Gideon, we just fed you. You know what? I don't know if we fed Ursula in a minute. She looks like she likes this stuff. I think she does. All right. To the round table. The Shellington Market. We got to do this. High charisma. This might be a job for Gideon. I think that's who. Gideon or Angelica. Probably Gideon. This gives everybody +1 to everything except luck, plus a passive. It said give it to someone I trust. I trust Angelica the most, to be quite honest with you. So give that to Angelica. You can have this for this mission because I'm gonna send you on this one. And do we have any nobles that isn't a dragon fight? Here's one. We just need someone with low wit and low charisma, but you could just blow this out the water. Angelica, you got this. Hydra hunt. So this is all... We don't have anything for this, but if we can do stuff to get us money, which is what we need. 25, 75, 100 on this one, but we need high strength, high agility, low wit. These ones could probably cook this up. We gotta also make sure to repair everybody so no one dies. I'm not trying to have death occur in my kingdom. We could probably do this strength. Like, this is mid-strength, mid-agility. What weapon do you have? It's for charisma and magic. You don't necessarily need that for this. You need agility or strength. I can give you more agility +1 strength with the bread. And, like, that's probably fine. You don't really like to go with people, though, so every other mission is not by themselves, and you're not charismatic enough for that. You could do this one, so I'm gonna send you to this one and maybe give you the 2 charismatic sword. This is where I think she will do well. Now there's a 3 one for 100. Are you strong? Oh yeah, you probably fit this better too. All 3 of you guys kind of, I feel like, could cook this up. So we're going to let that happen because we need the money. Plus, I think Aaron might come back. Gideon, why is everybody disliking this stuff? I need to pay more attention about their like little tendencies. If What's-Their-Face doesn't come back, Aaron... Oh, I sent Gideon on a 1 cost and Aaron's back. Aaron, I think I sent out to just straight up fail. Just a little fail, because now the one guy will make it. Unfortunately, you're not lost a great duel, or fortunately, I can't even try for all these shenanigans anymore. I think we wanted Aaron to lose that. Now we want you to succeed. Thank you. Good job, Gideon. According to those questioned, a large-scale illegal auction of dock workers is being organized, and the lamp could be put for a sale there. Follow-up audience. I wish I had the one lady again. Still. She was my goat, dude. We need to talk to you. So it's true then. I've been told, well, someone told me that your research in South Bay well. They said that the lamp actually exists and that it might be put up for sale. Is that right? I didn't quite understand. It's a legendary lamp. How can it be sold just like that as a souvenir? It makes no sense. It's not a seashell. Seems that a congregation from the dockyard has taken possession of it. They're planning an auction. An auction? But it's strange, isn't it? It's mostly illegal, lady. A black market. Oh. Again, this artifact won't be easy. I can't imagine it going for anything less than a hefty price. You're going to help me, aren't you? 500 for the lamp. Or we could steal it. Of course we'll get that lamp legally. Steal it. Mid-wit, mid-charisma, low strength. It's a black market. We'll just steal it. Oh, thank you, Sarford. I didn't know how to thank. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps just by saying thank you very loudly. Thank you? Question mark? The exit is on the right, isn't it? Indeed. Thanks. Yeah, you need to go. Pleased to meet you, Your Grace. I'm Liel, emissary of the Lake Village from the Kutnar lands. One of the most beautiful valleys for miles around, if I may say so myself. Koza, emissary and leader of the Volga mercenary camp at your service. Lady Catalin has appointed us to negotiate with you following our new alliance. You no doubt have much to teach us in matters of politics and governance. Strangely enough, those aren't quite our strong suits. On that note, could you introduce us to a few of your more wealthy allies? We'd love to rekindle old trading routes. Follow your instincts. Open up to the outside world will help. I'll appoint someone to guide you and protect your interests. This gives us more money? Big. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of opening up our lands. +2. The witch is here. Well, Your Grace, what could possibly be a compelling enough reason to tear me, the great witch Belladonna, away from my long-awaited Holloway? Belladonna sounds a lot like the evil people in Red Rising. Low-key. And I must say, my curiosity is piqued. A faceless leper managing to open a door that even the greatest mystics had failed to budge by a single inch over decades. Or, you know, it's just a matter of having a pure heart. I heard you're the best witch in the whole kingdom. Of course I am. Do you think I've spent 20 years inhaling frog fumes for fun? I can craft elixirs that will enhance your knights in any discipline, make the quiet ones stir up the crowds, the weak ones lift mountains, the heavily armored the swiftest. Her voice takes on a honeyed velvety tone. So show me this little world of yours, my dear, and I'll provide any potion you need for your knights. Only if you pay me what I'm worth, of course. Do you offer discounts? Not a chance. Whatever the case, before I can start, you'll have to find me a nice spot in this dusty tower. See you later, Your Grace. The frightened man who once faced you now still seems frightened, but far more countly? Your Grace, how can I express my greatest gratitude when you granted me victory? You saved the county of Almore. With pleasure. As promised, Almore County will be your ally, Your Grace. We got 4 allies. We're really allied up. I mean, very much. But don't you dare try to take advantage of us either, okay? Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Please know that I'm delighted to take on this new role. Lunches at the Count's court. The little secrets of power. Did you know that we kept a dragon captive in the dungeons? Honestly, what an idea. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with it. ... question mark? ... Anyway, thanks again. I'm going. Oh, Your Grace, I tripped on the north staircase on my way here, and it turns out that these 3 letters fell out of a wall. Almost in perfect condition. Lucky, you're right. Anyway, I've made an appointment with a doctor then. What are these, like, things? Because I've not really messed with them much at all. Unlock a new room. Witch tower. The tower's now been granted a new room. Achievement unlock. Recruit the witch. Anything else, Your Grace? No. Witch tower. Hello, Your Grace. This tower is acceptable. Feel free to consult my services. Ah, they sell like the little potions and stuff, and they're pretty cheap. So that's actually awesome. Wahoo! Congratulations on your alliance with Almore, Your Grace. People there are known for their armor after all. Sure, it's not the most glamorous, but still. Anyway, I chatted with some of their blacksmiths and I found you a magnificent piece. It was made using an alloy. Your eyelids are heavy. So it was a bit of an accident, but the alloy is truly one of a kind. I got lost in my explanations, didn't I? Haha, sorry. Anyway, feel free to take a look at it. We really just slipped through all that, but that's okay. We have enough allied counties. We need to make sure everyone is repaired, which it's just these 2. No one else is back. We need somebody with charisma and wit. You're charismatic, wit, and strong. Gideon is perfect for this quest. The Black Knight. Strength and agility. That's not your strong suit. Wit and charisma. If I give you a charismatic item, that's pretty good, right? 7 charisma. And now I can also give you like a charisma potion. It only lasts once. It's only 25. Why not boost the chance of success? Send a diplomatic knight to restore order. You're diplomatic? How do I look more at you? Scouting relic diplomacy. God dang it, bro. You're gonna sell me. I still think they will be okay. I don't care if you want to go or not. You're going. I'll give you a meal. I'll feed you. So just go and be happy about it, okay? I'll even give you this. Bro don't even want it. Bro don't even like it. I know, I'm sorry. When is the one thing? Is it at 26? We can make it there. We can get everything up. Okay, big. Everybody's coming back today. Unexpected outcome. What happened, y'all? What happened? Thanks to the magical sense of one of your knights, the beast's distress was detected and it was soothed without harm, to the great delight of the local scholars. It was because of Angelica, because she loves animals. It had to have been. Good job. Good job. People's Assembly. Oh, she hates crowds. That's why she didn't want to go. But she did great. She shouldn't have been so worried. You had that. Now, I'm expecting you to do good here. Oh my gosh, you cooked. You did insanely well. Thank you, little Gideon. The lamp was retrieved with the deftness of a knight whose secret passion is, quite evidently, rescuing luminous objects. A wish-granting lamp. A legendary lamp that could grant any wish or help you succeed in even the most difficult quest, for example. Interesting. Look, I know you're timid. Stop with the double timid. He still succeeded. Thank you, Aaron. I know you didn't want to go on that quest. Blue cheese. Wait, that cheese is awesome. Everybody's leveling up. You're very agile, very lucky, and very witty. Get your strength up, I think. I'm trying to build you to be a little more charismatic. You're pretty good at all of this. Maybe if I get your charisma to a 6 would be good. And you need strength. Luck usually doesn't matter too much, right? Alright, we still need money, but we're making our way. Oh, we gotta make it by 23. We're not gonna get enough noble satisfaction. Oh, your master, are you alright? What are your favorite flowers? Sitting on a small patch of grass, your knight seems pensive. His gaze is lost in the vacuum. The same as yours. Is everything okay? Yeah, I don't know what flowers Rufus likes. I don't know. Of course, your majesty. Actually, I'm not quite sure. He nervously pulls at the grass beneath his hands. I must admit that over the last few days, certain thoughts have been weighing on me. But I wouldn't wish to be a burden to you, your majesty. My apologies. Tell me it's no trouble. Oh, thank you, your majesty. You know, I'm deeply happy to be by your side. He pauses for a few moments, weighing his words carefully. My admiration for you is more than I can bear. But for one to consume another's thoughts to this degree, I'm beginning to wonder if all this is quite normal. I understand. Really? What are we exactly? I have this instinct, this irrepressible need to be by your side, to the point that I would give my life for you without hesitation. What does that stir in you, your majesty? Is it something that you would use to your advantage? I love you? You should take a step back, live for yourself first and foremost. I love you. You're my knight, that is your rule. I don't want Rufus to leave me. Look, bro, you're my knight. That's your rule. Ah, your majesty. Beneath his fingers, the earth is now laid bare. Every blade of grass has been torn from the ground in a nervous frenzy. When you use that commanding tone, it's so... Something stirs deep within my belly. And that is part of the problem. In his eyes, his usual devotion seems to fade behind a veil of bitter mistrust. I'm torn between this and the rational that none of this is healthy. I might have to love bomb Rufus so Rufus will stay here. No, I need Rufus to know to maybe take a step back. Rufus, I think you're awesome. I think you're great. But we can't have this work relationship, okay? You should take a step back. Live for yourself first and foremost. To live for myself? I don't even know if I'm capable of that. Everything feels so strange since I became a human again, Your Majesty. Beneath his fingers, there's another bear, every blade stripped away. And I am happy. Happy to just hear you say such a thing. For a long time, I never truly felt like my life belonged to me. In his gaze, his usual devotion seemed to dissolve, giving way to a deep, peaceful affection. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll always remain your devoted knight, but from a healthy distance, wouldn't you agree? That's okay, Rufus. Ah, Your Grace, you arrived just in time. It seems to me that your reputation portrays you as the lone wanderer with no family or past, is that right? That not quite the lone wanderer. Oh, when you assured me you didn't even have a single friend left standing. Not a relative, not even a forgettable acquaintance. Yeah, alright, fine. Thought my knights were my friends. How do you do it, Your Grace? Despite the years spent building a life of my own, the desire to know more about my past has never left me. Are you satisfied with what you know today, Gideon? I'm still confused. Sometimes I even regret that insatiable, candid curiosity that drove me to escape the dark of the unknown. Knowing where I come from doesn't shed much light on who I ought to be. Am I Gavalt's son or Groveshire's? Does either option hold any meaning at all for a soul with no memory of either place? I'm afraid these questions are forever trapped in limbo. I may never find an answer to them, and they will forever plague me. That is quite a fatalistic approach. Ha, perhaps yes. I apologize. You're right, it's time to stop letting my past control me. I'll endeavor to not forget this. Let's see the audiences of the day. She's here. The young princess looks exhausted. As she stands before you, her face bears the mark of the short night spent at her father's bedside. So, Sovereign, have you finally found a solution? I have to say that my father's condition is deteriorating. Day by day, and day after that day after. He can no longer walk. The upside, I suppose, is that he can't cry anymore either. Please tell me you found something. Lie. We did buy the lamp. It's yours. Lie. We don't have the lamp, but there's must be another solution. Do I want to give the lamp? It's a lamp that can grant any wish. How do I look at it? I mean, I wouldn't have done it without her, so you can have it. You really? She stands there dazed for several seconds. You did that for me? Well, for us? Well, for South Bay County? She pauses for a few seconds. That said, it's a curious coincidence, because I heard, well, someone said that there had been some disturbances at a mysterious meeting of a congregation of dock workers recently. Something was allegedly stolen. Well, that's what I was told. Yeah, maybe we stole it. Oh, lady, after all, this sale was illegal in itself. That's true. However, I'm saddened that you started out by lying to me, but you went back on your word. Let's say half the fault is forgiven, but don't do it again, okay? She pauses to examine the gleaming lamp in her hand. I hope that it'll work. I think I'll return to tell you. Well, we'll return. Thank you. Well, Your Grace, that was a truly noble decision. You can be proud. After all, this legendary artifact could have allowed you to thrive in the face of the Empire's threat forever. Few rulers are capable of such, magnanimity. Let's hope Lady Lea's father recovers quickly now. I never thought we would meet again, after my dear brother's tragic death. Tears glisten in her eyes. After a slow, deep breath, she composed herself. We are here representatives of the two largest hubs in Almore. Sir Engrand, warden of the dungeon of Enveld, Berta, emissary of the beautiful city of Naond, a true bulwark of our lands that could never be brought down by a battering ram. A charming little place, although my son doesn't want to set foot there anymore, the silly boy. I'm sure still Sir Sheldrick is too busy with his duties. Maybe so, but what I wouldn't give to go back to hunting mimics with him. Good job on winning the grand tournament, though it was a lot different back then. We'd throw everyone into our dungeon for 10 days and 10 nights, no weapons, no food. There were too many casualties, Sir Engrand. Even though I'm sure my brother would have passed with flying colors. Anyway, Lady Berta and I were wondering your thoughts about bringing a breath of fresh air to our local economy. We need to open up the trade routes. You are too isolated. If I do this, I spend 200, but I get more money. I might as well. If you help us dig a new route through the mountain, why not? We'll find you the labor force. Lost in a card game called Sovereign or Scum. I don't quite remember. So here I am bringing you a new issue. Same thesis got submitted twice, identical. Each scholar's got their own dated handwritten notes. We can't figure out who actually did the work and who copied who. Lock them up and have them rewrite their thesis without their notes. To rewrite the... Oh, I'm curious to see that. A bit barbaric, but effective. Your Grace Hick. Koza staggers towards you. Our men have been strangely groggy since last night, and bandits are raiding our supplies. My men fight like wolves, lions, wild beasts. Well, as much as possible. We need your help. I'll send knights to support you until these effects wear off. Oh gosh. He nods and valiantly staggers toward the exit. Whew. A lot of people around here just need so much freaking work. There's so much work. Let's feed... I don't know last time I fed Dullahan. I think you like that. Yeah, it looks a little strange and you look evil. It looked like an evil food and you look evil, so yeah. Looters, so we need strength, wit, and luck. You have the strength, but not the wit. Oh, you got both. You're perfect for this, Gideon. I think if I give you something more strength-wise. But that one's good too. I'm gonna assign you. That is a 3. If we can send everybody out on 2s, you know, we could get some stuff. I do have enough money to like pretty much always... We could get the one lady if we send everybody on a 2 mission. Dun, dun, dun. This is a 1. Do we have any noble stuff? No. Other than the big dragon hunt. But we need high strength. You have okay strength. You have good strength. You have like none. You have okay. Last time I sent people on this, I got absolutely destroyed. We could do something on this. You can go here. Your requests are killing me. An inhumane choice. Nobody wants to do. The only person who's chill is you. Intimidating knights to investigate. Hunt assassination. See, like, why does nobody want to do this? Gideon, you're chill. Angelica, do you even want to do this quest? I'm on it, Your Grace. Gideon, what do you say? A classic, I shall return. Okay, well, y'all seem chill with these. What if I put... What about you here? What do you say? Anything but bored to death. That doesn't seem bad. I do think you'll do good here as well. You don't need this charisma sword, though. If anything, you need, like, a strength weapon. I don't know if I have any other strength weapons, but I do have this. So you can have this cheese. Merchant's Guild Tower. You'll probably be okay with this. But your wit, strength, and luck is good, so I'm okay with you going on this quest as well. Who has the one horse? Don't you have this horse? Get rid of this horse so this will take 2, because I don't want you to come back yet. I want you to come back later. Now all we're left with is you and you. Now you're not very strong, but you're very witty and you're very charismatic. I think we could... Oh, this is a 3-person quest. Gosh darn it. And all like the 2 ones... This is the only 2 one I can do. We can assign you and you. But the thing is... Y'all need... You need to be more strong. You are weak, bro. Strength 1. No horse is going to give you strength, but there's probably a weapon out there that'll give strength. It's gonna be expensive, but it is what it is, I guess. This is just a random luck. 3 strength. That one's really good, actually. I don't know if that's good enough. And then you, my friend, you need wit. Which that one gives you wit. If anything, a wit potion would be the best. There you go. I still don't know if y'all are going to be able to do this. But I have faith in you guys, okay? So... And none of you guys should come back tonight. So the quest tomorrow... I'm going to get the one good night again, but... As long as they don't come back out, which I don't think anybody will. Right? No. Okay. So, if I go to the table, we can get Alwina again. Who is goated. Who literally is the goat. But, I'm just going to probably have to cycle again. And... she's going to be gone. You know, we have some strange things going on around our dungeon, but then we ended up with a rather strange case, a sort of little devil. And this kid with horns saved 2 of our knights, so we're a bit reluctant to turn him into little cubes. It's probably... So we got noble. It's probably a trick. Kill him. Look, bro, I need the noble. I'm sorry. Would have been nice to learn more, but I understand that it could be dangerous. I would never say that. Giannis. Greetings, your grace. I'm Giannis, Count of South Bay. I want to express my sincere personal thanks for helping my daughter in her mission to save my life. Greetings, it's a relief to see you well. My daughter said she wanted to talk to you today too. She should be here shortly. As far as I'm concerned, know that South Bay County will remain loyal to you for your commitment. Boom. 5 allies. Not enough money, not near enough nobles. And to seal this new alliance, allow me to offer you this family relic from the depths. It is yours for better or for worse. That's wonderful, dear friends, so we need to goodbye. Azur's sword. See you soon. Hello, Sovereign. I wanted to thank you again for everything, really. Well, especially for your knights who agreed to my somewhat strange request. Given everything that happened with my father, I was a bit like an oyster making a pearl. I imagined having to manage everything. The county, the people, the paperwork, the mules, all of it, all at once. On top of that, there was my father's health. It was a lot. At least I think so. I have nothing to compare it to. What are you getting at? I think maybe it made me realize something. I want to help people too. So, if you're willing, please make me a knight of your round table. I'm not trying to run away from my responsibilities. Well, maybe a little, but not in a bad way. I want to help the people in a different way. And have shiny armor and a helmet that doesn't scratch. And a horse if possible, but above all, work with you. What are your stats? Very agile, very magical, very lucky. I think we have room, right? This would be our final night. Yeah. Oh, I was expecting more resistance when I was reviewing my speech, I mean. Alright then, do I still go out the same exit? No? We have a full night and also save Giannis in South Bay. Family cure. Two achievements. Mate, there's this shady guy in Milkford messing around with some really weird invention, like a machine that bakes bread in record time. No more kneading your loaf with sweat and tears, but all the bakers in town now seem to be losing their minds. Let's ban this invention. Forget the craftsmanship. The important thing is that you save them. Majesty, the same behind Daisy seem to sigh. Are you stupid or what? Protect our local craft or perish. No nobles. Let's send scholars to stop this man. Let's do this. Majestina nods her head, visibly relieved. It's been 2 months since some of our bureaucracies stopped paying our wages, your grace. I think they want to do whatever they like. +2 on the nobles, minus on money and people. That's okay. Oh yes, of course. Give the rich tax cuts. Makes sense. See, I don't want to do this, but it has to be done. I would never give the rich tax cuts. This isn't me. Alright, we have the goat ready to go. And that lady, she seems good too. I would figure she would be more witty. Strength. Yeah, I wouldn't think strength is one of her strong suits. You know, you're good at literally everything. This one, Oh, this is a 3 though. You'll wait for your knight. Dude, I'm sending you out for a duel. Cause like I feel like you're gonna solo. This sword's pretty good too. Like you're just gonna solo. We could put another 1-cost mission. We don't have any other 1-cost missions. So it might be better to send them on a 2, but you're not strong. You're not strong at all. Wit and charisma, you're not really charismatic or very witty either, so I don't know. You're just gonna have to stay here today. But you know what? I'll give you a meal. Here you go. Hope you enjoyed that. And you'll just have to stay home. Good job. The Kingslayer's here. I don't know if we have to have everything up. You know, to win. Like, I don't know if we need all the nobles. This must have been a multiple people mission because they were not even close. Luck big. Oh. It was close. I remember the grizzly. I thought I gotta wait for this, if it's even a thing. 80 coins. Please do good. Dang it. Dang it. What the heck? We suck at the harpoon fishing competition. I swear I failed it every single time. I'm assuming she bodied whoever was being fought. Like, yeah. I'm glad that she's here. I wish I would have got her earlier on. Upgrade the magic, I guess. We're 500 off. The noble's not happening. Ah, Sovereign, do you usually come here to look out the window at the end of your workday? Leaning against one of the windows in the Great Hall was clearly lost in contemplation before your arrival. Yeah, the scenery is pleasant. No, not really. The fields here, they stretch on forever in such a bleak manner, almost sad in their colors. I'm happy you made me a knight, Sovereign, but I'm going to miss the sea. I still need to adjust. How do you do it? How do you exist in a place where you can't observe the water's edge? Well, if you climb high enough with a telescope in clear weather, it's visible. It's possible. Yeah, if you do this, it's possible. Oh. And would you be willing to lend me a telescope? Although I prefer to feel the water running down my skin, at least it's a small consolation. The closest sea from here is by Grest, isn't it? What is Grest like? Only 3 hours away, a gray, dreary cold that breaks your soul. Undoubtedly the most beautiful city. Let's just say it's the most beautiful. Get their hopes up. Oh, really? Is the water bluer than blue? Are the abundant palm trees? Are there abundant palm trees? Is the sand fine? It's actually quite the opposite in reality, but it definitely has its charm. Ah, well, I imagine I just have to get used to the definitive local charm. ... Anyway, I'd be very happy you sent me on a quest near the sea, you know. Coastal. In the sense that I would enjoy to feel like a fish returned to water, cold and wet among other things. She turns toward the window, visibly lost in thought. But I'm wondering, perhaps you might have something similar here. A large hole for washing yourself in, for example? Don't tell him, but there's a hidden thermal spring in the crypt. Public baths may be an alternative. I'm not trying to, like, riz, but why is this even romantic? Because I'm sharing a little secret. Like, I want her to have a, you know, if she's missing it, I want her to have somewhere cool more than a public bath. I'm not rizzing, I'm just saying you should probably go there. Oh, really? A secret just for my ears. I'll be a little sardine in the waters of South Bay in the summer. I'll give you the full scoop, and then we could discuss which fish has the cutest curves. What do you say? I find that perspective soothing. What are they talking about? You always seem so perfectly at peace with the idea of obeying without question, sir. I envy you. Oh, I do have them, questions, but in our Majesty's presence, they simply vanish. One must always present their very best self before our Majesty. Well, what if your opinions and our Majesty's were to differ, sir? My desires are our Majesty's desires, in all circumstances. That is what it means to be a knight. Ah, so I simply have to cease to exist as a person. Understood. Aaron. Honestly, take notes from Rufus. Rufus is my goat. Angelica's cool. Rufus is the most will do it. Ah, there you are, my noble grace. Morris, fisherman from Shellington. I've been wanting to meet you for years, even though you haven't exactly been warming the throne for that long. ... Come on, Bernard, don't be shy. Our noble grace isn't going to eat you with garlic butter. Good day, your grace. The man before you looks like he's trying to sink into the floor. Bernard, I works the docks in Pince Harbor, which I represent for the county of South Bay. Matter of fact, we could use a little help down there, your most gracious grace. It's regarding an invasion of seaweed, our poor beaches. Yeah. Nothing here is gonna give me noble, so just do this one. Well, why not? Hard to set seaweed on fire, though. Did I not just say to eat it? Eli, strange things are happening with some of the nobles of Clovermont. They meet only among themselves after dark. And then the next day, animals start disappearing. Other things too, like yesterday morning, poof, the bell tower was gone. But that day, the goats came back and their eyes were all bloodshot. How do you make the connections between these events? Do you think these goats are still fit to eat? How do you make the connection? Well, some people claim to have heard the nobles whispering in the complete darkness of the village chapel on this evening before the disappearances. I don't want this one because it's -2 nobles. I guess this is probably fine. Wit, luck, magic. I probably have somebody for that. Cool. Daisy. So there's something mighty peculiar going on under the chapel. People say it's rats, but not your everyday crumb sniffers, even though I think it's our good cheese and I try to get them. These ones chant dark spells and such. We got a noble. Let's shut the chapel down for now. I'm sorry, I gotta do this. Oh, can pray outside all we like, but you know, the rats will still follow the smell of cream. I'm sorry I have to do these things. Your grace, all our horses are falling ill, one after the other. I refuse to sell one of my finest horses to a traveler from the Basalt Isles because she wouldn't follow my dietary recommendations. She left furious, hurling insults at us. After that day, our horses, I'll find this woman. Thank you. I hope it won't be too late. Your grace, how to put it? Thank you. Give me the mail. I appreciate it. Today at the round table. We have a lot of people to send out. Ursula and Gideon are the only people not back. I definitely want to send people to this. Dang it. I think Ursula would have been really good for this one. You might be okay for this. Your wit is whatever. Your magic is good. Your luck's pretty good. If I could give you perhaps a witty little item, you would probably benefit from that. Which is these. So you can have those. And who do I send with you? Probably not you. Maybe you? You're very witty, but your magic is very light. Who has good magic? Ah, probably I send you. Cure them before the carcasses build up. This is a fun one to do. We still have 1, 2, 3. Wait, what quest do I have you on? Oh, I have you on this one. Okay. Nice. We gotta make sure we heal everybody. I'm not trying to have death. 1 death was enough to frighten me. Which, that just takes up so much money every time I do that. Alright, the dragon hunt can give us a noble. Which, like, you and you... Oh, she can only go out. She can only go out if everyone else went out. Correct? I'm about to say she would just cook. She would cook here. So she's, like, still cool. But not always necessary. You would be good here. And you would be awesome if I could use you. Wolf's invasion, wit, strength, agility. See, like, she's good at everything. Like, these two can go, and this is for a noble, so I definitely want to do it. I need more witty things, which put the wit on the other lady. -1 strength plus a wit. That's okay. 7 strength is a lot. So we might have to make another, like, wit potion, which I've already done. But we're gonna have to do another one because your wit is bad, but everything else is fine. At night, so the one person would be scared of this. But I feel like they can probably do it like just like this. But I really don't want to fail this one. You have this weapon. You don't necessarily need it, but it's not going to give me wit for you. Is the thing. And you're kind of using that one. And I don't think there's any other witty items. This is +1. It costs 180. Gosh dang, that's expensive. This is a witty item. We'll grab it. I know I'm spending like a lot of money. The last time, it almost seems like it didn't matter too much. So like you can't even be sent out. That kind of is unfortunate. I almost want to relieve her from being a knight. If it's like, I don't know how often she's gonna go out. Because like, what if someone else pulls up and I'm like, you can't be here because she is a knight. You know, but she's like really good. But it is what it is, I guess. Because right here we do the Kingslayer. I don't know if it's possible if we don't meet the requirements, because we didn't meet the requirements on the one fully, and it still was okay. Participation, strength, magic, wits, but no luck. Dang, 4 damage. Oh my gosh, that left Gideon at 1 HP, dude. What is this dialogue? You were far more vigorous in your youth, Gideon. What happened to the young prodigy I trained? Oh, my dear Alwina. I may have grown a bit rusty, it's true. Let's say my recent years have been cluttered with the unexpected. I haven't been able to maintain your teaching as I would have liked. Oh, cluttered. I don't doubt it for a second. I've heard of your other recent feats, exercises, and flexibility that have nothing to do with fencing, alas. Don't worry, my lady. I'm determined to do your honor. I'll resume training day and night to catch up to your level. Well, don't dream too much either. Eavesdropping. Listen to 5 of your night's discussions. I'm eavesdropping. Oops. The circles have drawn to their end. Gloaming has crept between the fates that softly blend. Tomorrow will be the limit when dawn descends to its. So be it. Your name follows in the wake of your What will be your final decision? What shall linger in memory? This one I can do more nights, but this one's probably easier. Strength, wit, magic. Let's do this one. I also take less. May the after receive you. May the gods be with us. Oh, are you familiar with Sirens, Your Grace? This one of the creatures have human half birds with women's a bus, singing to intoxicating soldiers. Bloody alarms. I think it's half human, half fish. Ah, no, not them. Those flying she-devils. They've nested on one of our lighthouses. We'd like to move them along, but their songs are, well, you know. Do you have any seasons night that are not men? Find someone immune. Nothing prevents women from falling under their spell too, you know. I mean, I'll find some, I guess. Berta, Your Grace, a giant dog is wreaking havoc around Neond wherever it goes. A what? You see those peculiar goats that roam the hills and mountains yet only in one direction, as their left legs are shorter than their right, perhaps opposite. The problem is that it's circling around and it'll come back at some point to ravage the neighboring villages. It's been circling around Almore, you know. Capture a dog with shorter right legs and then make them meet. Ah, and they will fight when they meet on the same cliff face. The famous bat soup that we traditionally made in Gresson, enjoyed by everyone during the celebration, well, it appears to have been poisoned in the bowls of a few nobles at the last village banquet. They dropped dead in the middle of their soup, and now some scallywags want to ban soup altogether. More sensibly, some be wanting to ban the nobles instead. I gotta get the nobles up. No more soup. Find yourself a new tradition. Soup speaks louder than nobles. Sorry. To the table. Some people are still out. I should have put more attention into this. I was able to put the goat in it. But we're missing, we need people to come back. Come back, guys. We're not gonna win with just four knights. I don't even think it'll be close with just 4. Oh, and her magic is cooked. Good magic. Okay, magic. This is chopped. I'm not defeating them. Let's see. We got equipment though. This gives us strength, but minus this charisma. I don't care about charisma, so that's fine. God dang it. You have a good sword, so like for you, what do you need? Maybe a magic potion? I think even with all this stuff, I don't think there's any way. Your magic and wit and strength is all pretty mid already. You can get your magic up. Strength up. That's all that really matters. You need magic. Last one, strength 2 magic. Is that the play? Oh no, actually this one probably is a little bit better. Still gives 2 magic, but less negatives to other things. And then you're also gonna have to have this like big magic potion. And even then, I only have 3 of you out here. And you can take 2 to 5. Gideon could die. Ah. I think this is chopped. I'm definitely gonna have to go back in time. Let's feed Gideon. You like this, so. I mean, I have to just send them and hope and pray that they do okay. I don't think they are. I don't think they're cooking up. A dull magical tension grips the air as the Kingslayer stands before your knights impassive. May they emerge from this unscathed. All this magic and air is making my hair go completely electric. It's old magic's got me by my throat. Back off, old ghost. Let's finish quickly. I still have some paperwork to sort out. I don't think they're winning. Unexpected outcome here. Because, I'm assuming because of Angelica, maybe? Or because he was part wolf. Our friend united with the Conjurers with overwhelming joy celebrated with a midnight singing session that the locals for some reason found surprisingly uplifting. See, I don't think we're gonna do this one. Oh, it's cooked. Priscilla, please do good things. How is the magic not good enough on you? How do you not have enough strength? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I succeeded this. No, Gideon, don't die, Gideon, please. Whew. Okay. Thank goodness your knights managed to ward off Kingslayer's threat. Let us hope this is enough to keep this entity at bay. Follow up audience. We got a spectral eye, which is just 3 magic. It's so good. You can have magic up. You're very all around pretty gosh darn good. Strength up on you. We'll do strength up on you. Your charismatic has come a long way. We'll make you a little bit smarter. It will make you a little bit more magical. And everything about you is good except your magic, so that's what we'll upgrade. I'm surprised we did not fail here. Thus rises the corpse with tarnished wreath, whose limbo wraps my hands beneath. For one more breath you shall remain, my power is extinguished, withered, altered. Must say we were expecting more to vanish forever. Thus was the pattern engraved. But what pitfall lies ahead? Besides, I can only bid the end to strike its breath of death. May the circles carry you away. I did it. Well then, your grace, you know the tune, don't you? Your modest decisions have brought you this far. Well done, but between us, a touch more boldness might have led to far more delightful results. And what a coincidence, my powers are still at your disposal so you can judge for yourself. Well, not forever though. It's now or never you wish to revisit this last stretch of events. I merely wanted to remind you just in case. You won't be able to say you weren't warned. Nah. I'm okay. Good things come in 3. Reach Act 3. We made it to Act 3. Gideon, seated on a bench, the young man writes diligently in the pages of a small notebook. What are you doing? Oh, hello, Your Grace. I was just jotting down a few memories. Before you say anything, it's not a diary. I'm penning my biography in a draft for a song. My hope is that someone shall stumble upon this gold mine one day and turn it into a heroic ballad. In fact, I plan to throw it off the highest point of Briz in the near future. I'm curious, would you share it with me? I've only just started. I begin, of course, by recounting my noble and lost origins, as well as war of succession between Groveshire and Gevalt that was mine. Then I recounted my journey here, up to my integration into your round table. Do you have any suggestions on how I should continue? You join him and he hands you the open notebook and quill. Mention your relationship with Gideon. Draw something a little kind of according to the page, for example. Well, we gotta mention this. We have quite some nerve infiltrating my personal memoirs like that, but I must admit you do hold a prime spot in them. Would you like to add anything else? Mention a few particular memorial victories. Mention Gideon's comrades. The comrades. Yes. But I'll let you in on secret. Don't tell them. But that last name you wrote, they were quite a thorn on my side on several ventures. Anything further you think we should add? Mention a few particular memorable victories. Cross out the last name mentioning Gideon's comrades. Don't write anything else. Mention a few victories. Oh yes, what an idea I had that day. Hope that's what I'll be remembered for most of all. Anything else? Mission quest where Gideon narrowly escaped death. Yes, the tension, the suspense, we need that indeed. I was being a bit overdramatic that day, I must admit. Cross out the last... I don't want to cross out the last name. He carefully reviews everything with a smile on his face. This will make a sumptuous ballad for the first bard lucky enough to find it. Thank you, Your Grace. Despite all the troubles I've faced since I first set foot on the lands of Briz, I must say I'm glad our paths crossed the way they did. I feel at peace. And after all these years spent searching for who I am, I find myself thinking about perhaps my place was here all along. Gideon, you're gonna be the lush, dude. Thank you. Angelica, and so I asked Uncle Arlen to make me a knight, like a real one. Big dreams, huh? That's cute, not exactly my vibe. Then why are you here? I was bored out of my skull. This place looked like it might be interesting. Now I live here, I guess. Well, I always dreamed of it. Knights are supposed to be brave and kind and sparkly. You forgot dead by 30. Yeah. I thought being a knight was what I always wanted, but I wonder if perhaps I made a mistake. Nope. After all, it's a dirty job. At least we get dramatic cloaks and curious looks. Gotta enjoy the perks, right? Scare children and look cool in the wind. So you feel that way too? That joy for being a bit admired? Was just trying to sound relatable. I'm better by myself, honestly. I'm better by myself, honestly. Good morning, Your Grace. You have triumphed brilliantly over every obstacle set in your path these past moons. It's not been easy. Wreathed in its sovereign magic, the tower radiates on unprecedented power today. Alas, I find I cannot fully rejoice. As I feared, word is spreading of our formidable expansion, and is beginning to stir unease amongst our neighbors, especially the Empire of Angalor. As it stands, a confrontation may well loom in the growing shadow of your reign. If only we possessed the legendary Golden Key, this threat may have been quickly swept away, but I fear we must make do with our own strength. I can't read right now. That sentence was really hard for me. That said, there's still time to swell our ranks while we can. I've heard that one of Bretonia's greatest warriors, whom I personally admire a great deal, retired to South Bay a few years ago. Why not contact him to secure his services? Regardless, you must sustain your noble efforts, Your Grace. Arnold, shopkeeper, Gwendolyn. Arnold, Your Grace, I greet you once again, hoping to bring delight to your sweet ears. As you are well aware, our exquisite silk craftsmanship requires a long and delightful manufacturing process. However, the clever and slightly mischievous fairies that inhabit the forest near Belthorn are currently in a playful mood, shall we say. I thought fairies were benevolent. Benevolent? If I may ask, Your Grace, what children's stories did you read? They decided to enchant the silk threads that compose our latest creations. The enchantment in question dissolves our thread when exposed to a gentle drizzle or even a light splash of water. All that remains is this irritating powder. He is holding a small bag filled with a strange multicolored dust. Some of our most important customers found themselves as naked as silkworms under the beautiful spring rain. I'll cover the sails of your silk and find a solution to break the spell. Would your grace really do such a thing? Your words are a sweet melody in my ears. I'm sure they resonate with the hearts of my colleagues. Thank you, your grace. Do something. Magic, rituals, whatever, but do something. The city is full of petty thieves. They are all stealing all our stuff. Perhaps by charging more honest margins? I'm gonna hire more security guards. Money's I'm not really worried about. As long as we're not paying for it. I need you. The great families of Villador invested in a revolutionary alternative currency reserved for the nobility. This peddler of junk brought us glowing testimonies from other major cities, and we believed him. We put all our money in it, in the entire city budget, and he ran off with it. His so-called currency is worthless. He'll be caught, but I'll keep the money. He'll be caught, everybody recovered. He'll be caught, and I'll keep an amount of money. I mean, we'll just give them money. We're not gonna rob them. I certainly hope so. And don't mention it to our citizens. She was kind of wrong for just like, she kind of sold, but is what it is. Oh, your grace. I heard that you finally managed to defeat that vengeful thing. My gratitude is eternal, truly. Well, let's just say I've started sleeping again, My face soft as yours should be clouded by restless nights. We're safe for now. He flinches, overwhelmed by the myriad possibilities contained with that for now. Well, anyway, I also meant to say that you did a very good job in terms of diplomacy. Thanks to your recent alliances, I was able to, how should I put it, come out of my shell and meet other equestrian enthusiasts. So I have some new horses for sale if you like, and very fast ones too. Awesome, thank you. Well, the Dragon Knight was one thing, but the Kingslayer was in a league of his own. I had a shiver down my spine despite the forge's heat. Anyway, I'm very happy to be on your side, your grace. Could you teach me how you keep your cool sometime? I'm always the first to panic when things go south. If you can teach me how to keep my body in shape, I'd be honored. I don't know if I'll be able to explain it. Oh, I think I understand. It's like trying to explain the origins of my boundless energy. It's hard to put into words who we are and how we work. It takes years, I suppose. I've never really thought about it much. The most important thing for me was to understand how to create a metal that was light yet strong. I somewhat neglected others, much to the chagrin of my sister brother? I don't know that word. In any case, don't hesitate to take a look at the new items. The Kingslayer's armor really inspired me. So everybody's just giving me new items. I'm assuming you're the same. Congratulations, your grace. You have finally swept away the Kingslayer threat with a brilliance that hardly surprises me. After all, your knights are well equipped. A new energy seems to course through this tower since dawn. Do you feel it? Beyond its mere physical expansion, I can sense its power brewing. The path you forged beyond our borders has allowed me to order new ingredients for my potions. Do stop by to peruse my new wares. Do I have the pleasure of watching you concoct your potions one day? Would other alliances bring you new ingredients? Of course. After all, every trade route that opens up is a boon for finding exceptional components, though they're not all of the finest of vintage. Thinking of the trinkets that come from Almor still gives me chills. Great gods. Know also that, as a native of Moonvale, I have a keen eye for anything originating from those lands. Over the years, I've become familiar with even the most obscure properties. It would therefore be extremely beneficial for an alliance to be forged between your two counties, provided you prove worthy of their good graces, of course. Congratulations, your grace. You have demonstrated remarkable skill in overcoming the recent challenges you have faced. Is that enthusiasm I see there? In due form, your grace. I prefer to stick to a contained joy. Total ecstasy gives me headaches. But I wanted to convey my sincere hopes for what is to come. The Empire's threat keeps growing, but I'm certain you'll lead us to the prosperity, whatever lies ahead. Thank you. I guess this is a map thing. So we can bring in the trainer. Why isn't it showing up over here? What's going on? Guess we'll come back to the map room. My sovereign, memories have been flooding back since I was awoke at dawn. As if the tower's restored radiance has granted me access to even more distant memories. What do you see? My father, his face remains blurred, but his voice echoes within me. Some of his words resound in my head. Her gaze clouds over. I was left here with a purpose. My father charged me with identifying rightful sovereigns and guiding them faithfully through the ages, for his soul had to be consecrated to retain this balance. Then he sealed my body to the stone. Thus my flesh falls to it, body and soul, and my presence at last is rendered eternal. That's so sad. The story has all the makings of tragic fable, does it not? But my father's heart was not evil. Before he before he faded away, I recall him telling me that he, too, would become a regulator for the sovereigns to come. I know not what became of him, but I suppose his flesh underwent its own metamorphosis to serve that purpose. In any case, do not be grieved for me. I don't recall ever having refused this duty. It had to be. Had it not been me, it would have been fallen to my younger brother, and I remember it now too. My father had provided a way for me to reclaim my flesh one day, should that be my wish. Is that your wish? I don't know, dear sovereign. She paused for a moment, searching your eyes. My father, the gift he left me to break these chains of stone is nothing less than a gift of love. He wished that only love could release me from my duty, my dear. For this is the truth. Only a kiss of love, sincere and shared, shall set me free. Her eyes are misty with emotion. But of course, such a thing has never come to pass. Now that my mind glimpses this possibility, I know not if one would ever free me from this fate. Forgive me. Frick, dude. I'm not trying to riz, but I'm trying to save the lady of the tower. Like, if I'm gonna have to be doing this to anybody, I mean, it has to be to save this character. You're truly being sincere. The words of deliverance seem to dance before our eyes. Kiss of love, sincere and true. The words echo in the room and hum in your head. Could you offer her such a thing? With her cheeks curiously flushed, the walls of the tower seemed to steadily beat like that of a heart. She remained spellbound with the thought of what was once a distant hope. I mean, I gotta be a real one. I gotta be a real one and set her free. I guess we're at the round table already. I want to bring the person in, but if I'm gonna bring them in, I think I want to get rid of this one, or maybe I get rid of her because she doesn't want to be on quest a lot, but she'll still be, you know, around. So maybe we should do that. Let's see. Which means I'm gonna have to go to my knights, and I'm gonna dismiss her as a knight. 7 leave round table, you go to call them back. You can only dismiss knights if you're on the tower. Confirm. That way. Oh wait, we have room for 10. We have room for more knights. I shouldn't have done that. Whoa, I'm almost dismissing everyone. I mean, wait, why do we have room now? So wait, can I go to the map room and bring her back? A legendary renowned knight has retired where he offers serves as a trainer. It would be interesting to meet him. So now the only way I can bring her back is if I send everyone out for a bit. I'm assuming. So maybe I shall do such a thing. The dragon hunt. We could probably do this now. Magic, low luck. Like, they beast. High strength, agility, magic luck. Like, this one probably is fine too. We could maybe up the strength a bit. Like, boom, there you go. Strength, wit, magic, agility. All this is fine. The luck is bad, but it doesn't matter. What weapon do we have on you? 2 charisma, 2 magic. Which doesn't matter. Again, it's more of a thing of like, you need to be stronger. I can give you this. That's pretty good, right? The thing is, like, you can die. You can't die. You can't die. But she can die if it's a perfect 6. But as long as she's strong enough, I don't think she will, right? So bring the strength up. Demon Heart. This is a strength 6. Dragon Heart. How much is there in this game? Oh, and it gives 2 shield. Wait, this is perfect. Now she can't die. She has a lot of strength. Her agility is poop. It's bad. But this can give agility. So can this. 5 agility? Is that mid? I don't know. Everything else is like good enough. And then we have room for one more, which... Gideon, maybe? Yeah, probably Gideon. Do I think they can win this? I actually think they can. Again, we have to give Gideon something too, because Gideon could die as well. Probably the same exact potion we just bought. Yeah, that potion is kind of awesome. It does bring the agility down, but if I can get like an agile weapon, boom, there you go. I think this is good. I think they can win this. And then we still have one open spot for you. The dragon hunt takes 2 days. Might only take one because with the one horse we have. This is wit, magic, luck. You're not really that. Wit, agility, luck. Yeah, this is perfect for you. This is like made for you. This is magic. This is just -1 luck, but it gives agility, strength. Hi, I love Sovereign Tower. Me too. I really like this game. It's pretty freaking awesome. It's fun. How's the game so far? I mean, it's been good for me. I haven't really had to go back in time too much. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if it really matters if you do, but I feel like this is fine. Their wit, maybe I need to worry more on the wit aspects of things. Like, what if I give you this for a little bit more? And then you're probably good to go. Crushing the agility, kind of crushing the luck. My phone died while I was at the grocery store. Gug, rip your phone. I'm pretty OC. Finished the game with 37 time travels. OC. The heck, what does that mean? I'm pretty OC? What is this lingo that you speak of? I'm unfamiliar. Oh, we got a meal in the kitchen. OC. I'm trying to... Hang on, let me... Over confident. OCD minus the D. Oh. Wait, I was so confused. OCD minus the D. Wait, is it crazy? Like, I know what OCD is, but I actually don't know what OCD stands. Like, I don't know what the words actually are. Some disorder. Oh no, what happened to Gwendon? Gwendon. Oh, I had to kick Gwendon to the curb. Are you a Gwendon fan? Gwendon was not chill. Gwendon was not chill. Rufus is kind of my goat. And also, yes, I'm a Gwendon apologist. Why would you ever be that? Why would you ever be that? Also, Gwendon had to get kicked out because he murdered Angelica. And then I went back in time because I was like, Gwendon, it's you. And Gwendon hit me with a, I heard voices. So I went back because I was like, okay, I know who put voices in your mind. It had to be the one guy. The one demon, Dullahan. I was like, it's Dullahan. So I kicked Dullahan out. And then Gwendon still committed murder. And I was like, okay. What's up with that, Gwendon? So I kicked him out. And no murder has taken place since that day. I think we're good to send these guys out. Rufus liked that. Shout out Rufus. But Gwendon was like devious from day one, so it is what it is. Well, I don't want to spoil you, but I really love Gwendon for a reason. Well, it probably isn't gonna happen, right? Because I don't think I mean, I can invite Gwendon back, but why? You can tell me, because I don't know if I'm gonna even get this lore unless it's like later. Even if you don't have Gwendon, it happens, because like Gwendon probably ain't coming back. Gwendon ain't coming back. My favorite knight is, I kind of like all of them. Angelica is cool. And Rufus is cool. Aaron's nice. Everyone's nice. I don't know. Well, did Rupin come to you and tell you about Gwendon's debt? I don't think so. This doesn't sound familiar to me, so I don't know Gwendon's debt. I don't think. You're pretty decent at everything. But I do charismatic. But you need some strength. Let me give you some strength. And for you as well, strength, because I feel like that's kind of what I'm lacking in a lot of the time. Yeah, I don't think Rupin did that, so I don't really know. I don't know Gwendon's debt, but I don't know if I'll ever like run it back. So if you want to let me know the Gwendon lore, you can tell me and I'll accept it with a smile. Your Grace, it's serious, deadly serious. A good part of Clovermont is bedridden at the moment. I'm not feeling very well myself, and guards quarantine this man. Have you checked the risk of guards quarantine this man? No, wait, it's not contagious. Just hear me out. We finished the day with a nice bonfire and some children collected branches from various places to use as a firewood. And there were oleander branches inside. I didn't know, but it's highly toxic. Everyone started throwing up and I sped off in the first carriage to ask for help. Our best healers are on it. 200 bones, but for the people. Thank you, Your Grace. I'm going to go and lie down for a bit. Gwendon gets a transformation redemption arc. He greatly helps you in the second boss since his armor actually has plot armor. So the sparkles were plot armor the whole time. This is somebody we need to talk to. Redemption arc. See, if I knew Gwen had this redemption arc, but I'm curious. What the heck was just on my screen? I think a ghost orb passed by me. I'm curious because Gwendon was a murderer. How do I not make Gwendon kill? You know what I mean? I don't know what I was supposed to do. It seems my legendary self has piqued your interest, dear Sovereign of Briss. Sir Sagadin, I don't know. His eyes shine with those of a man meeting a childhood idol and realizing as a bonus that they share the same tailor. It's absolutely true. Standing before your wide eyes gaze is I, the most illustrious knight of his time, hailing from Briss and beyond, having trekked across countless lands to meet you, wielding with equal mastery the power of steel and the most devastating of magical arts. You listen respectfully as the dry cracking of his joints punctuates his every pose. Ah, if only fate had been kinder, my dear Sovereign. I would have sworn fealty to your table with fierce joy. Alas. TBH, it's not just Gwendon. The Demon Lock would always make one of your knights, specifically the one with the lowest relationship, kill your most favorite knight. For me, what I did is make Gwendon pay his debt. Oh, it's not just Gwendon. It changes? So because I was a Gwendon hater, because Gwendon was too much, too like stuck up, Gwendon became a murderer and I had to kick him. I had to kick him out. In some, it was Angelica killing Gwendon. Okay, who are the Angelica haters? Who are the Angelica haters? How is Angelica someone's least favorite knight? Also, how do you... I'm assuming just interacting with them makes them a favorite or least favorite? Pay his debt. Yo, Angelica haters, that's a red flag. If you hate Angelica, look, Frosty Yogurt not vegan. Listen here. If you hate Angelica and you like Gwendon from the start, that's a red flag. You got issues for real. Is that your intention? I am now but a retired man, for my years of knightly deeds have claimed the use of my right leg. The one you see here is just a prosthetic, a masterpiece of craftsmanship, isn't it? My proposal is one that is quite different, but still mutually benefiting. Keep listening, respectfully. The recent years have thus nudged me into a peaceful retirement in South Bay, where I now serve as a mentor to any knights bold enough to seek me out. Is this your first run? Yeah, this is my first run. Bro, you've done multiple runs? Bro, I played this game for like 8 hours, I feel like. But today my body cries out for far, far grander and far more pressing challenges. I thus aspire to serve a sovereign whose legend almost matches my own and devote my genius to training his troops. Under my tutelage, your recruits become even stronger, more magical, more agile, perhaps even luckier than they ever dared hope for in another life. Just a small room for me to teach my art, my dear, my blade. And my services shall be yours. Wait. I almost did 4-1. Trust me. New game plus. There's a what? I didn't even know it was a thing. There's a new game plus. What? Aristocrat. During the last hunt, a dog brought back a strange piece of bone in its mouth. And by that I mean a piece of bone at least a meter long. For some creature that walked our lands a very long time ago. For some creature that walked our lands, yeah. Scholars now want to conduct excavations with a ban on hunting expeditions during that time. Pull off both dogs that hunt at night and dig during the day. Yeah, pull off both. Why not? We'll have first dibs on the day then. Yo, Grace. What is up with this? Like, what are these? Are these just like the quest? Oh, have you also finished the race quest? Like the little horses? The little horses? Yes, I sent Rufus to do all of it because Rufus wanted to. And I was here for it. New achievement. Recruit a trainer. Nothing else. Nothing else. Training ground. Ah, here you are, my dear. So who is the chosen one with the privilege of inaugurating my divine training? You can now assign one of your knights to the training grounds each cycle. It will give them an important XP bonus based on their current level. If a knight assigned to the training grounds is given a request, they will be removed from the training grounds. Aha. What about the duels with Almor? Yes, I've done that. I sent Angelica to do that every time. I want to train you. With much pleasure, dear. I'll wring every last drop of will from this recruit. A mere blink of an eye and they'll return more prodigious than ever. Okay. I need Aaron to become a little strong. Because Aaron right now is a little weak. Now, accidents have taken place. Because I wish I would have kept the one night. I didn't realize I can have 10 now. That's sad. There's a unique interaction if you send Dullahan to kill all their political prisoners. Oh, because he can take their body. And maybe he is like happy. I see. I don't actually know if that's the case. But I feel like maybe it is and then Dullahan becomes happy. That's my guess. Strength and wit needs to be on this mission. I kind of don't... This character's cool. Like, I like the vibe of the character. You're right on the money. What can I say? I'm a little smart. I like this character, but their stats are kind of not in things that I typically am sending out my knights for. I'm going to be quite frank. Agility, magic, luck. See, like, you can help in the agility. Like, this one's good for you. This one's good for you. You need magic, which this can just give you straight up 3. But now you're probably also going to need like a magic potion, and you're asking a lot of me. But I guess it is what must be done. Even 5 magic, that probably isn't enough, but that's okay. So I'm assuming if I bring Aaron and they're done training, do I have to just not use them for them to gain like a 1? Also, with the equipment, does it even matter? Like, they're really strong now. They were not strong before. Wit, magic, luck. This is good for you. Send someone to investigate among the evidence. Wit, pretty decent. Magic, luck, good. But maybe I could give you something better. Charisma and magic. You don't need strength for this one, so like whatever. And then like a potion. I can give you a potion, but does it even matter? Like, you're pretty good at everything. You got this, bro. I have faith in you. Have a good time. Ah, I must feed them. They're always so hungry. I thought I didn't eat that much today, and then dinner came. I feel like you would like those. And I really was putting down those pizza slices. I ate 5 slices of pizza and it had me feeling crazy. I never eat that much. I'm a solid 2 to 3 slice kind of person. 5 felt crazy. I also have this mysterious bump on my hand. It itches and then it goes away and then it comes back. I also noticed you killed Gilberto too, lol. I didn't mean to. I actually really like Gilberto. Gilberto was probably my favorite, just because they're strong and dumb, and that's just awesome. I love that about them. And then they died, and I was sad. I wanted to go back in time, but I didn't. And now it's like, it's way too late. If I went back, that was on like day 3 or something. I'm not going back that far, but I did like Gilberto. They were actually my GOAT. I've been saying that a lot. I'm talking about Angelica, I'm talking about Rufus, but Gilberto was my #1 in my heart. And then they passed away. But that's okay. Okay, this is not a good start right here. That was actually terrible. Okay, we're failing this. Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. It's so cooked. Oh. Gideon, it's up to you, please. I'm literally gonna beg. I'm begging. Oh my gosh. Great success. Wait, we're coded. Good job, guys. I love y'all. Well, there's another hidden interaction. If you send Gilberto to the final fight in the duel. What does Gilberto do? Also, oh, I got a dragon heart. Heart torn from a dead dragon. Endowed with supernatural powers, it carries within the secret of the dragon's immortality. Hold on, so if I give that to somebody, they just can no longer die. Is that the vibe? Kind of insane. Everyone's been leveling up a bunch. Why do I only have 7 knights? Angelica, Ursula, Dullahan, Aaron, Rufus, Gideon, the one person. Who is gone? Wait, you already killed Kingslayer. Yeah, Kingslayer got bodied. I honestly don't know how. But yeah. Let's get up your charisma. And you can get your magic up. Gideon's kind of a goat. I need more knights. I can invite Gwendon back. Should I invite Gwendon back? Who you send to find the final fight dormer? If they win, they leave the table and become the new king of Almor. Oh, I was like lose. I was like lose. The one who was the one who said if you lose, I'll become an ally. And I was like, okay. I'll take the ally. Plus, I love all my knights. I don't want to lose any of them. I care too much about all of them. Do you also find yourself constantly seeking to extract yourself from the vulgar clamor of this world? Yeah. All this noise is giving me a headache. Oh, you lost. Yeah, that's alright. What? Did you send one of your people out to become king? Which I guess, or queen, or whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. You probably would still have the ally because your knight would be like, yeah, but whatever. I understand one feels almost assaulted by the joy of others, don't you think? Take a step forward. Question mark, but seeing you here, so beautiful and inaccessible in your solitude. On my first run, I sent Chester and he won. Chester? Which one's Chester? That's so familiar. Actually, oh, the Jester. What? That's a knight? What? The whole point of being inaccessible is precisely that you shouldn't try to get it. Try to get in Shu. Oh, okay. Apologies. Gideon really tried that. Gideon really tried that. I didn't know Jester could be the knight. That's kind of cool. Why did I run? How did I run Chester off? Representative of Brimwood. My respects, comrade. I am Marion, representative of Brimwood General Assembly. Brimwood. ... The name twists in his throat as if those 2 syllables carry with them the thread of tearing all the tenderness from the world. That's it. I hope we could remain cordial, despite our undeniable fondness for regicides. I don't want anything to do with Brimwood. What do you want? We stand... You can probably get 4 more knights in Act 3? Okay. We gotta lock in and get those knights. We stand before you this day in anticipation of a great trial to come. For it so happens that Brimwood's judicial system is based on a layered structure that grants defendants inalienable procedural rights. In court, defendants must be accompanied by a legal representative, an appointed arbitrator who is responsible for carrying out the court's decision, like an attorney. I don't see what a turnip has to do with this. Okay. It is for a rather curious reason that your name, Sovereign, was mentioned by our current chief defendant, thus requesting your delegation to preside over his trial. This defendant, his name is Hippocrates. But like epic. Epicrates. Any questions? Actually, my name isn't Epicrates. Your Grace, I would strongly advise you to steer very clear of this matter. This Alas, our judicial system does not tolerate absenteeism in such serious cases. The defendant will be represented under your banner or you'll suffer the consequences. What a virtuous judicial system for people who saw fit to send their nobility to labor camps. The penance for nobles that you mentioned is also an integral part of our social rehabilitation system. Anything else? Due to his disability, our Grace is unable to leave the tower to take part in your pitiful proceedings. In the spirit of moral rigor that defines us, we are prepared to ensure that the trial is held right here before our judicial assembly. What do you think? My advisor's prohibitions make me feel a strong urge to rebel. Full steam ahead. I need to know more. It's only natural that you have questions, and I'm ready to answer them. If I may be allowed to speak. Arlen frowns and mutters something under his breath. What do we gain if we agree? If you agree, I don't think you understand. We're not giving you a choice. Our system does not tolerate absenteeism. You'll be here in his legal representative. That being said, be aware that your involvement in this matter would constitute a significant diplomatic gesture. Significant enough to lead the consideration of a potential alliance. Why not? Who are they? Well, for your education, is one of their major figures in the Great Revolt of Brimwood, one of those who shaped our county into the independent republic it is today, having stood firm to repel the Empire just as we were about to fall under its dominion. His potential conviction is therefore deeply polarizing, and the very act of holding this trial is contested. Yet in Brimwood, no hero is above the law. As for the rest, an official meeting between the accused and his defender must nonetheless take place before any trial. You'll then have the opportunity to learn more about him. What is he charged with? Hippocrates is accused of orchestrating the recent revolt in Gavalt. Would you believe it? It seems to me that you were involved and that the Countess Mathilda contacted you regarding this matter a few months ago, didn't she? In case you had any doubts, it is highly likely that Mathilda was wrongly accused of the murder of the Baron of Mavignac. All the evidence we have today suggests that Hippocrates was actually behind the story. Also, now you're defending the politically assassinated nobles. We never had any ambition to manipulate our neighbors, my dear. The Assembly of Brimwood would never approve of such methods. Well, at least not entirely. Alas, this affair has caused me a deep rift in Brimwood. Some glorify the alleged act, while others condemn it outright. Why did he choose me? His potential motives remain a mystery, particularly to the Assembly. Another question you will have the opportunity to ask him yourself, won't you? I have no further questions. Very well. Alright, all of this can be dizzying, but remember your official meeting with the accused should shed some light on it, in theory, and about it. For that pre-trial meeting to take place, we'd need your help. Without an escort, I'm afraid some folks will try to handle it their own way. For example, admirers ready to spring him, or detractors dead set on grabbing him by the seat of his pants. Okay, we need high charisma or high wit. Discreetly? I feel like we have more charismatic people. Why would I not do this one? Is it just harder? Because I get more, the damage risk is lower. And I'm just going to do this one. I feel like we have a good amount of charismatic people, right? Fine, we shall wait patiently for your escort. I'm eager to see what you'll disclose about this case. ... Your advisor, for his part, clenches a little fist in displeasure. See you. Goodbye. We can see perfectly well that you're up to, your grace. This little act of yours isn't fooling anyone anymore. What's going on? And you dare to ask the question. Good heavens. Take 2 seconds to look around you. The illustrious noble families of Brit have had enough, your grace. You happily trample on our invaluable support without ever offering us the slightest word of thanks. We are treated worse than anyone in this kingdom. Even the sorriest beggars sleep on better straw beds than we do. Very well then. We declare war on you, and if nothing is done to grant us even the slightest consideration, prepare yourself. We will attack. I've been kind of neglecting the nobles because I don't frick with the rich, bro. We gotta have the broke people be living lavishly in my tower, okay? And that's just the way that has to be. What do you think, Arlen? Their complaints don't seem illegitimate to me. After all, it's fair to say that your recent decisions haven't exactly, let's say, favored the satisfaction of these people. It might be wise to listen to their invaluable complaints. Of course, you could try to nip this revolt in the bud, but historically, this type of conflict has sometimes been resolved through a few arrangements. Marital, material, well, diplomatic gestures of this kind. Let's prepare for war. Why not consider marrying one of my noble knights? War? I can't do a financial, and I'm one off of this one. Why not consider marrying one of my noble knights? What? Yeah, marry Gideon, let's go. Gideon? Okay, only because frosted yogurt, not vegan, said so. Why not, I suppose, but which one? Gideon is there nowhere? How do you know all this? You're like, I haven't encountered this storyline. You need to marry, yeah, marry Gideon. Like, how do you know this? Yeah, but as a leader, you need to be neutral to everyone. Nah. We ain't neutral to everybody. Gideon is the noble heir to the Gavalts and the Grove Shards, making him an ideal candidate. If that is your wish, it might be enough to show that you are interested in this case. I don't know how your knight will take the news, though. Whoa, you haven't encountered Gideon's secrets at this point? I have. I know Gideon's little secrets. I don't know how in-depth they get, but I know that Gideon was like the son of somebody, and they were famous, and they were on the thing. And yeah. Someone called this allying with the merchants are hoarding all the flour for sale at the market. They say it's to bless the city's ovens, but we need it to eat. I feel like I'm more for the people, you know. So like, give me this. Well, this goes two ways. If the nobles are not satisfied, you need to marry one of the nobles on your table. If Gwendon was there, he would also be a candidate, as well as a knight named Brunhilda. If the nobles are not satisfied, you need to marry one of your nobles on your table. Thanks. How to say it? Well, you may know that there are giant crabs that have invaded Grest, coming from South Bay apparently. But if the people aren't satisfied, you need to knight one of their representatives. This is a lot of information, Frosty. I don't know if I can grasp onto this. Well, some of the fools here in Milford have taken a liking to these creatures, but they cannot agree. Some want to protect them, others want to toss them back in butter. Protect them at all cost. Look, if we're trying to be, you know, get everything even, we gotta hit one of these. That's nice. Round table. We need the escorts, the charismatic people, to be out and about. Bruh, our charismatic people are gone. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna get all the achievements in this game. No, you're good. I'm just saying, I don't know what the heck's going on. I was thinking, like, going for all the achievements, that'd be kind of hard. I feel like there's a lot that would go into that. Dude, you're charismatic and you're charismatic. Gideon is charismatic, but we need high charisma. Higher than what it is currently. Honestly, I think it'll be okay. We've gotten them up to 5, which is good. Like, it's not amazing, but it's fine. One of the hardest achievements is recruit all 25 knights at least once in one save file. Wait, you would probably have to do that, like, it would probably have to be perfect for that to happen, right? You are not very smart, and I forgot about that. You're smart though. So wit-wise, you need wit, which you have that. So let's give you a witty drink, so you can become a little smarter. Is there no 2 wit drinks? 2 wit. For Granny's Herbal Tea, shout out Granny. 6 wit is pretty mid. Right. And you need charisma. Wait, you also need charisma. Oh, no, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. Okay, you don't need this sword right now, trust me. You need that one. You need that one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I mean, you can delay it till Angelica returns. That is true. I always just like do these major quests ASAP. I'm like, I have to do it right now. Wit and strength. We could send you on this. A classic I shall return. You. And you. And like they're cooking. But also, I know she likes to be alone. Which makes me want to unassign and maybe just throw you in here because why not? And we need strength and wit. I feel like you already are kind of chilling on this, but we'll give you this strength sword. And you say strength 1 as well, I guess. Yeah, sure. There you go. Okay. That's a good quest for you guys. There's not really many single quests nowadays. She likes to be all alone, but it's never happening. It's never an option anymore. Wit and charisma. Mid. Y'all both kind of got mid. Yeah, it's the late game now. There's no more singulars. Devious. Let's just... I feel like they got this right here. They got this one. So, what I had the one night, you know, the old lady. She was awesome. She was great. But I got rid of her because I was like, I think we're having a new knight come in. I don't know if I'm going to keep her because she can only like work. I think she only works if everybody else is out and about, or at least some people are out and about. So I was like, you can go back, but now I kind of wish she was here. Sorry, I don't know why I backed all the way out of the kitchen. I feel like I fed Gideon last. I don't know. I don't really know. I feel like it's been a minute since I fed Ursula. What a taste idea. Yes, yes. But I feel like maybe I should invest in buying better horses too, because I have not really paid attention to the horses. And they can make them come back quicker, which means more stuff. Alright, Aaron, how did you do? So very unwitty, so very timid. But it's okay. You did it. I appreciate you. The Flying Sirens. Wait, she's cooking. This was like a perfect mission for her. Hold on. Bar all the way to the right. No, no. Yeah, if your nobles are more satisfied, you can earn more cash. That's why I'm so broke. That's why I've been broke so much. Because my nobles are so low. I was like, I wonder why I have no money. Wait, they're really out here doing great things today. They're really all out here doing great success. Ooh, wyvern cheese. I'm sorry I had to send you with someone I know you're not going to be happy. Oh, you're dumb. Oh, no. Oh, Granny's herbal tea. Wait. It was the greatest. This was the greatest day of my life. All right. You're honestly, I was thinking about getting rid of you. You're not even bad, bro. Have you romanced someone? I haven't really been romancing. I'm going to be honest. But if I'm going to romance anybody, I have to do it for the sake of saving them. So I'm probably going to have to save the one lady who's like trapped in the tower, like the stone lady, just so she can be free because she was really upset. Because she was really upset. I feel like I should. Let's get your charisma to a 6, and then we'll do other things. You will make you a little more charismatic. Smart move, yes, yes. Magic, wit, agility, charisma, strength. Honestly, all my people are, I feel like, very well-rounded. They're not, like, amazing in one thing. I don't know if that's good or bad, but Your Highness, it is rare to see the heir of Drakovich. I don't know if it's actually Drakovich. That's what we're going to say. Coming out of his lair to address you in this way. The dragon heart you recovered, I was wondering. It's important, Aaron. You can do it, even if it's scary. I would like to have it, if that's all right. I mean, it's important for... There's a ritual to become a true dragon knight like my grandfather, and... Of course. Of course. I think it'll be worth it. Aaron might become a goat. Oh, thank you, Your Highness. All that's left to do is this bloody ritual. I hope it'll be all right. Aaron might become different. Your Grace, have you completely lost your mind? I was told you intended to arrange an engagement between us. I must, alas, express my firm opposition to the idea. Do not take it personally, of course, but binding me to such a contract, what a tragedy that would be for all the women of... I understand. We can pretend if you wish. Oh, yes, please. For me, my strategy have specific knights specialized specific stats. I made Angelica only do diplomatic quests. Bro, I've just been like, if y'all look good for this quest, y'all just go. But I know that's like... Oh, there's a bug. I know it's like different because I haven't really seen anybody play this game because I didn't want to be spoiled, but I never played Dispatch or anything like that. And like, I feel like the way you send knights out in this game is kind of, you know, it's similar. And I've seen people do it that way where it's like certain missions this person goes to, but I've just been like, everybody goes everywhere. I would much rather remain unattainable by virtue of my mysterious aura than because of my administrative relationship status. But do not worry. If it is to save the kingdom, I shall play my role with dignity. Thank you, Gideon. Legend. Legend, wait for it, Derry. Wounded man. Your Grace, help me. The man steps forward, revealing an injured arm from which drops of blood splash onto the courtroom floor at regular intervals. What happened to you? We just mopped the floor. Your solo attempt to lighten the mood should probably have better timing. Your arm. Who did this?
This woman. She's after me. She wants me dead. Please help me, I implore you.
Who are you talking about?
Victoria.
The name falls to the air like a heavy blanket. Victoria. The great Lady Knight Victoria is the one who did this to you?
Who is that?
Victoria is a fearsome warrior. Her name inspires fear wherever it's whispered. She's described as the finest in the kingdom, but sadly her misdeeds echoed across every land as well. It's common knowledge that it's best not to provoke that woman's anger. His wide eyes briefly fall into the man's arm. I'm curious what will you do against Victoria? I'm gonna do great things if Victoria's gonna become one of my knights. But people said she had left Briz some time ago.
That was false. She never left the area.
What does she want from you?
I know too much, Your Grace. I know where her hideout is. She's been hunting me ever since. I hear the whispers. That should silence me for good and tear out my tongue for some kind of vile ritual. She isn't human. She's a demon. A monster wearing a skin like ours.
He's swaying on the verge of fainting. Your Grace! He won't let us longer. Last much longer. Act quickly. And Victoria, we better hope she's on our side against the Empire. This may be our chance to gather crucial information. Calm down, we're here for you. You're safe. You have to fight back, buddy. Show her. No, we're kind souls. His troubled gaze shifts from right to left. It seems as though he's engaged in an internal debate. No, I can't stay here. She'll find me and then she'll... At a breath, he lowers his voice. But I trust you, Your Grace. That demon... She's hiding in the basement of an old abandoned church in Manastrala. Do something, please. Do something, please. His eyes roll back and he bolts without looking back. Arlen is distraught. Wait. Well, none of this bodes well. No matter what you choose to do with this information, Your Grace, we should exercise caution. Let's resume today's hearings, please. I'll mop the floor afterward. Watch out for the blood, Koza. The charismatic mercenary from Bolga's camp approaches you, coin in hand. Your Grace, have you ever seen this kind of coin. Indeed, the coin bears a strange runic symbol. Its metal a deep midnight blue as though deliberately tinted. That's a signature of the Assassin's Guild if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, one of our fellows, God knows why, had clearly drawn their wrath. And the idea is to keep us safe. Investigate discreetly. No one is dead yet. It should be fine. Investigate discreetly. Have 30 bucks. It's just 30 bucks. We'll pay you for that. Daisy, do you weird scholars have an effective solution for an angry Ivy? Daisy's always, her town's always on some sharp, bro. Their town is always just like random. And by angry, I mean moving on its own and grabbing anything under its nose. We've already lost a cow and an old man. I would not want to live here. I would not want to live here. Yeah, that's why you're broke. What you mean? It's just 30 coins. It's just 30 coins. What? Scholars undoubtedly have a powerful pesticide on hand. You'll tell them not to touch our fields, right? 690. I'm not that broke. I'm not that broke, right? I kind of got that money. Oh, your grace, a witch passing by on a flying broomstick. Oh, I suppose they're probably not right. See ya. What, you want to give 30 bucks to the cause? No, you're stingy. You're stingy. Okay, you're out doing your thing. You're out doing a strange draconic ritual. Okay, I don't know what that entails. Alright, we got the escorts here. Bro, my freaking Angelica got no charisma. Okay, see, look, the charisma category, this is where we need to build some people. Look at the charisma stat. Nothing, no one is charismatic around here. They've... Bruh. Wait, there could be a new charismatic item. Charisma 2, magic -3. We don't need magic for this. Yeah, charisma needs a minimum of 11. What the heck? What for one person? Wait, one of them has to have 11? Or all of them gotta have 11, bro. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy work. Alright, but look, we got this charisma sword. I'm going broke for it. And look, another charisma sword. Frick it. Yeah, high charisma needs a minimum of 11. I already read that. What am I reading it again for? Okay, so who's our charismatic people? Nah, our highest is a daggum 6. And it's freaking Lil Gideon. It's Lil Gideon. Okay. This doesn't even give you charisma. 8 charisma. Or should I even it out? Each of them has to have 11? Lil Gideon Lol. I'm thinking your name Mabel, if you know what I'm saying. 11? This cannot be. You're trolling me. You're just... You're... What the heck? Y'all, what are we doing? Can we have some people that are charismatic? Everyone needs 11. There's no way. This is... There's nothing I can do about this. We still have more time to the deadline. Maybe we just send people out and we'll upgrade their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Isn't this we got like 3 days left to do it? This might be how we have to do things around here. We have to send everybody on good little things. Magic low, luck low. Look, we probably have people better for this. Strength low, magic. You're probably good for this. Your magic is chopped. How are you a 0 magic? Nah, because what am I doing? You got this. I have faith in that. What is your magic? Oh, but your luck is bad. But, like, that's okay. I'll just give you a lucky item. And call it a day. A day. Do I even have a lucky item? Luck 1. I mean, shout out the luck. Okay, let's buy a lucky sword. I don't need money anyways. I actually made a tier list for every night. Rufus IMO is an S tier. I kind of stand by that too, honestly. Rufus is my goat. I don't know if we're going by like skill, you know. Like if Rufus is I don't know how good Rufus is. But I'm going by how awesome Rufus is. Yeah, they S. Rufus is S for sure. Wit, mid, agility low, charisma, mid. Girl, you can do this. Girl, you got that. You need a charisma weapon, no pain. That's good. She's fine. You got this too, don't even worry. You get a charisma weapon, so be calm. Did I repair everybody's armor? No. Should I always repair their armor? I feel like I should. I'm broke. I've got $30. Okay, it's fine. Because look, you don't even need nothing. Rufus is great all around. He already has great wit, strength, and agility. After you can build him for any quest he needs to be in. He's my #1 fighter. Yo, you're glazing Rufus. But that's okay. Look, I only have one person available. And she can't even go out. What is this life that I live? Now, let's be for real. Isn't it if we give this horse, they come back quicker? Train her? Yeah, maybe that's the play. I don't even know what training does. Does that just up a stat? They do need to be trained though. Kitchen. Who am I not feeding? I fed you, I fed Gideon. I feel like I haven't fed Angelica in a minute, but maybe I haven't fed maybe I haven't fed Doulahan in a minute. It just gives them XP. Ah, I see. So it gives them the chance to level up. That's all that matters. Rufus like that. Yo, shout out Rufus. He's also just... Rufus is like the #1 yes man. Rufus will do whatever your heart tells him to do. No one's returning today? Oh, never mind. Oh my gosh. Big critical success. That's gotta be that's my first critical success, so I got an achievement. Let's go. Okay, let's see. How did you change? Because you definitely are gonna be different. Aaron? Hold on. Aaron became strong. Aaron kind of became goated. Hey, my boy Aaron is now a man. Aaron really became different. Alright, we know we need charismatic people, so let's just bump up some charismatic people. I low-key don't think this lady's really like that. Because like, I mean, I don't know. They're fine, I guess. You gave him the dragon heart, didn't you? I had to. I'd be a fool to not do such a thing. Even though maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe it's actually bad. Later on, perform the ritual to become a dragon knight. ... Oh, hello, Sovereign. I was wondering. I see there are several amphibians living here. She gestures with her hand toward the small pond at her feet, which she is observing intently. Do you think it would be feasible to introduce a few fish into this volume of water? Fish of an appropriate size, I mean, proportional to the basin, so that they can fit there perfectly. Mosquito fish, for example, attentive fish which take care of eating the insects that sting the skin. Beneficial, isn't it? Why not? Oh, thank you very much, Sovereign. You're very thoughtful too, you know, even without eating mosquitoes. A few minutes passed without a word, your eyes lost on the surface of the water. You know, I'm glad to see that you seem to have a liking for fish. I'm not sure what I would do if you didn't. Fish are pretty cool. They're tasty. But, you know, they're also just cool little creatures. Well, maybe you should know. You'll find out eventually. They're a fish. They're part fish. They're a merwoman. Mermaid. Uncomfortable eyes remain fixed on the surface of the pond. Tell you the truth, Sovereign. I'm a mermaid. Oh, I knew it. Half mermaid. The last word breaks out in a whisper. My whole family and I are. That's why my father fell so ill, far from the seas. I'm sorry to only reveal this variable to you now, but it takes the weight off of me, in a way, a figurative weight. So I'm glad I didn't get the choice to say that fish are a little tasty. She might have been scared. I hope that you don't find this too repulsive now that you know what I'm made of. Fish, most notably. You're perfect just the way you are. It doesn't change anything for me. I bear a curse of my own after all. I must say, they make me uncomfortable. Okay, you being a parfish makes me a little uncomfortable. That'd be crazy. It doesn't change anything for me. I bear a curse of my own after all. It's true, your situation is highly relatable. You notice that difference. The curious state of some, the lack of understanding in others, and the nausea in the eyes of those that revile you. Anyway, maybe it's just me. Leprosy is perhaps not as repulsive as mermaidism. After all, I don't know. You seem to be facing less hostility. Lulled by the lapping of the water. Seems more peaceful than ever. People often repeat that you should be proud of your differences, but I think you know very well that the world is actually configured to demand exactly the opposite. I try to convince myself that being a mermaid isn't just a curse, and I try to appreciate what it brings me. A constant urge to dissolve in the water most of the time. It was the difference in particular that drew me to you. When I'm near you, my difference seems more bearable. Within my walls, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, we're not raising nobody. We're not loving on nobody. Thank you very much, Sovereign. I got you. Don't even worry. See, look, I'm for the people, but now the nobles are really trying to be devious. Victoria. Oh my gosh, this is Victoria. Ooh. The air seems to thin the moment this woman steps in front of you, her gaze heavy and icy with contempt. Intimidating doesn't begin to cover the aura she's emanating, but somehow, with something approaching heroism, you manage to say, gulp. We can't show fear in the face of Victoria. Honestly, but stuttering, would you rather if you see somebody they gulp or stutter? I'm gulping, because that's what I did. Her disdain is now palpable. I am Victoria, great knight of this kingdom and all surrounding realms. It is a pleasure to finally meet you. Ugh. And be close enough to cut your throat with ease. Slice my throat. Oh, Victoria would love Shark like this. I'm reading her like a book. Slice my throat, I implore you. You almost succeeded in making the sweet idea of seeing your life slip through my fingers unpleasant. Quite a feat. Anyway, that's not why I'm here today. What do you want? I'm hunting down a criminal. I almost had within my grasp a wretched little insect, a mosquito that's wandered onto your lands. Have you seen a miserable wretch of a sort? A pitiful mangy thing to whom I've already had the courtesy of tearing off an arm. Yes, I saw him, but I don't know where he went. I mean, I'm not trying to be devious. What occurs in this land is not your affair. Yes, I saw him, but I don't know where he went. Huh. I feel like Victoria is one. I'm not. Come on, be tyrannical. Bruh. See, you're gonna try to sway me in here. She can't kill you in the tower, but I'm trying to bring Victoria to be a knight. But I think tyrannical, like, here's what I'm thinking. Victoria probably eats this up. She doesn't want a leader who isn't a little mischievous. So I'm gonna be tyrannical, bro. And if something bad happens, Frosty yogurt not vegan, it's your fault. ... Ha 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 ha. That was the right answer, an attitude befitting a worthy sovereign. As for that miserable mosquito, I couldn't care less, truth be told. I was merely testing you. Your Grace, the sword has us completely in the palm of her hand. He lowers his voice. If we let her leave, she could pose a serious threat. The Empire must absolutely not recruit her. Do something, anything. Look over here, little bird. Would a knight of your caliber agree to join my round table? I shall grant you the mercy of death through honorable combat. I feel like if I do this, we'll be fighting. You know, this is, and it says this is to the combat duel with one of our. This is our opportunity to eliminate her. No, I want her to be a knight. Ha 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 ha! Are you quite serious? Your voice is desire. Well, I'm still wondering whether you even deserve the grace of my gaze. With this pitiful round table, you claim to be even worthy of just one of my fingertips. You're aware that your reputation hasn't gone unnoticed. Oh, I know you well. The little well-behaved sovereign. Upright, spotless, neatly folded to fit into the mold. A weakling, a coward, a craven creature capable of the faintest spark of boldness. It won't be easy to convince me, little bird. And yet, how thrilling it would be to watch you struggle for the sole purpose of proving your worth to me. In my grace, I might even allow myself to be moved. So much so that if you meet a few of my demands, I shall consent to join your round table. Where can I start? A teeny tiny favor, my dear, just for me. Tear off your advisor's royal attributes with your bare hands and make him choke them down. It was a joke. Ha 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 ha. In truth, the pitiful creature who came to you is merely a mercenary, some wretched thing who peddles his blade for spare coins. He proved to be appallingly incompetent to such a disgusting level. Get rid of him. No matter where that rat is hiding, find it. We'll take care of him. Fake his death. We will discreetly eliminate him. You were saying a great leader. You pretend to want to kill the wounded mercenary who had become asked for help. Let's hope she doesn't notice. I'm gonna fake his death, bro. Frick it, bro. Very well. Hurry up. I don't know if that's the play, but that's what we're doing. Your Highness, two reptilian pupils fixed on you. You don't recognize the person sitting before you anymore. Sir Aaron, what happened to you? I did that bloody ritual that the old man kept harping on about. Eat a dragon's heart, he said. You shall become a man, a real one, he said. And he was right. I owe him at least that much. Look at me. This strength, this power. I'm finally what I was born to be. Brutal. Ooh, significant bonus for quests involving combat. Penalty for others. So this is the... Aaron became a fighter. Welp, good luck with Victoria. You're saying, well, because I am faking his death? You can stop sending me on dirty jobs. I need blood. I need to prove my heroism and strength. After all, I am now the most powerful of your knights. Calm down, you're not a hero. You just said before. Glad to see the anxious kid is no more. Calm down, you're not a hero just because you said me more powerful. Glad to see the anxious kid is no more. We gotta hype him up. I got rid of that unbearable skin. I will not disappoint you, your highness. Arnold. Your grace, Arnold sheepishly shuffles forward towards you. You have never seen him as embarrassed as he is now, and with good reason. The color of his clothes are outrageously bright, more than usual. I look like a court jester. Oh, I can't help raising my voice. It's impossible. An unprecedented disaster. One's clothing really does change a person. Will I become like that honking man who occasionally wanders through your corridors, emitting that unpleasant odor? We may have a slight problem with the dye. Fairies once again. Well, I reckon that to be the case. Several others think it may have been the children who were trying to help us with our work. There are some who suspect industrial sabotage, and that it was orchestrated by Gavalt. I mean, why not do this one? More damage. But... actually, yeah, more money. I'm broke, I need money. The artisans of Villador had hoped to collaborate with those from Rosin to create a charming local accessory to elevate the setting of our resplendent village. Alas, those stuck-up fools from the Rosin flat out refused. Our valiant artisans supposedly aren't up to their standards. Why do these pretentious ex-capital lords think they are, I ask you? I shall personally endeavor to speak with the head. More money? More money? I want more money. Good heavens, do not be surprised if you find yourself depicted in obscene characters in the future. Well, did I sell with Victoria by faking the death, bro? What a strange challenge presents itself to us once again. Wouldn't you say, Your Grace? The name of that formidable warrior, Victoria, resonates far beyond our lands. It was inevitable that a sovereign beyond her control would eventually pique her curiosity. As I have mentioned, we must act, for it would be no surprise to see her join the ranks of those eager to witness our downfall. I worry on what she will demand of us to join our ranks. What else could you have done? To go on a crusade against her, even with the most elite of your knights, would be nothing short of a suicide mission. He sways uneasily from side to side. Anyway, now that we are seeking her favor, you must be devoted to the cause. Do not think of deceiving her. You acted for the best, Your Grace. Let's hope that fate proves merciful. Do not think of deceiving her. It's a little late for this. It's a little late for this. You can go ahead and do this. Sorry, what the heck did I come back to? Alright, well. Aaron has become a man and is strong. And very charismatic and strong. So shout out Aaron. And they have bloodlust. We also got this person They're okay. They're magical. Shout out. And they, a lot of times, are just spent in the training hall training because I don't know where to put them on the missions. This is a guy that can train people. Fun fact. And we might have made villains with somebody named Victoria who is mischievous. Oops, I meant to make a meal. Is this not a fighting mission? Why is Aaron sad? I won't lie thing, I was probably about to be done with this game. Now, the question, should I try to defeat Sans finally? For a tiny little bit of time, not a lot. Great success. Easy. I didn't even heal everybody. I hope they don't die. Cursed amulet. It's a charisma amulet. Crit failure. Unexpected outcome. She nice with a sense of rhythm to form an impromptu band and claim victory. Oh, but she is a musician. Sir Gideon set the competition ablaze. Despite his questionable musical talent, his fans waiting outside, gifts in hand, had clearly not attended the same show. I won't make you do it, Matt. It's cool. Master agility 2 charisma. No, I mean, I gotta do it. Oh, she leveled up. Bring up the charisma stat. I am gonna be done with this game for now, though. I played this for a while. A long while, even. Please let it be your own choice. Don't force yourself. Thing, this is not you. This is not you. You are the you must fight Sans right now. You must do it. So what's up with this don't force yourself stuff? But I don't know. I am tired, so I don't know if I want to fight Sans, but I'm also like, if you'd rather do it one day, no biggie. You know what? Thank you, Thing. You're a very kind soul. So I might end the stream, but Milkith was like, whenever you end the stream, you should raid people, but like, raid how? With what? Okay. I don't know if that's tech. It's probably chill, but like, have you ever seen those videos where people raid and they're like, oh, you raided me with 3 viewers, you're a chud. I'm like, ah. I'm like, that would be so devious if that happened to me, bro. If someone was hating on me for that, I'd probably start crying. I'd probably be in shambles. I do think this game is so cool. I need ways to make more money because I'm a broke boy. And now I think Victoria and me are about to be beefing. So I'm not looking forward to that. But I think I'm dipping out. Yeah. Hope you have a great day, a great life, and a great everything.